patient. Right?
You're good.
Oh, yeah. We're good. What is going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome, my man, Philly500. Probably my favorite Eagles fan out there. I mean, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you since the 24-hour stream. So how's everything going over there, man? How's the family during this whole pandemic? How you holding up?
They're okay. My kids are driving me nuts.
Yes, I know that one.
But for the most part, we're hanging in there. But I gotta tell you, I'm getting a little sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little bit done with this. Like, I'm ready to go back to work, to school. It's like, it's time. I don't care. I'll take my chances getting sick.
Yeah.
Over being stuck at home. I ain't kidding. I'm so tired of all this crap.
You and me both, man. I mean, and it's cold here. Like, I go running every day. Today it was 37 degrees up here, snowing, sleeting, 20-mile-an-hour winds. My ass is out there running. I don't care. Oh, John Dunham, man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Brilly, he says, let's kick this stream off with a bang. Well, I appreciate that very much, John. Thank you, sir. Who else you got here? Bobby Woodruff's in the house. Giants Nation highlight. Big Ben Orlo, the coach, plays. John Dunham, of course, with the super chat. Aiden Farley, George Redden. I see you brought a lot of your Eagle fans here, which I love. Thank you guys for coming
shout
over.
out to all those guys in the house.
It's awesome,
They're
man.
the best. They are the best.
New York Sports Hub, Kristaps Porzingis, Sad Redskins fan, Russell Fella, Chuck Sharts, Rock the Artist, Aiden Fairley, Punk, Mike Marine, Alex Sports, Goose, Ramdre, Takeem Hilton, Mick, QT Reward, Mohammed, Sean G, Sanan Smith, Brandon G, Danny Alabrandi, Anthony Simonelli, Orlo. Thank you all for being here, guys. This is going to be a fun night. It always is when we stream together. You never know where this is going to go. Sports Expert, man.
Ideas.
Yeah, Sports Expert, thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Really, my good man, he says, hope you all are staying safe and having a great night. Yeah, it's been a long day. Because much like you, Philly, God, trying to work at home. My wife's working at home. I'm working at home. And my son, he's 3. He just turned 3 and last week. And God, he doesn't understand that we have to work. So it's daddy play, mommy play, daddy play, mommy play. But it's so difficult to get anything done. DieHardGiantsFan, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, like a man. COVID-19.
I know the feeling. I mean, and look, I got a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old who are doing schoolwork. And the schools are loading them with like 4 or 5 hours of work a day. And it's like, they never did this much in school. What are you doing? And it's like, my wife is there all day doing schoolwork with them, like all day.
What's crazy, they got rid of the recess in New York. They should have been off this week, and they got rid of it. So people are working. DieHardGiantsFan says, COVID-19, is that man-made, Philly? Mad respect to both of you. It is, okay.
Absolutely. It was either... It's actually coming out that this is actually true,
Right.
They're saying it most likely came from that lab, which I've been saying for a long time. I just wonder if it was on purpose.
Yeah. By the way, Aiden Farley, sorry, I don't know why I keep calling you Fairley. I think I see the A in the I. So Aiden Farley, my bad. And Karan Gill, man, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that so much. Brilly, Karan. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew.
See, us old guys have bad eyes. Because when I read this, like, I'm reading during the streams, and I'm, like, always reading, oh, that's the wrong word. Like, I see different things. Everything blends together. I need glasses.
It goes fast, though, too. It goes fast. 4 on, 4 off, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for all the love, guys. I really appreciate it so much. Brilly says, hey, pretty sweet to see you two here together. Football, a bunch of thumbs up. Yeah, like I said, this is probably my favorite Eagle fan to work with. I did get to work with Lord Brunson, which was awesome. I mean, Philly's my guy. I mean, people ask me, you know Philly500? I'm like, yeah, I talk to Philly500 all the time off of YouTube. I tell them about our NASA conspiracies and everything else. Who do you think feeds them all this stuff? It's me. Pull back the curtain a little bit.
It's an Italian thing,
It is.
It's an Italian.
It's something to do with that. I'll tell you, Philly, when I was running out there today, it was so cold. I was thinking about where's my eggnog. It was freezing out today. It was freezing.
It's like 70 degrees here every day.
Oh God, I'm jealous, man. It's cold.
I'll take the cold. I'll take the cold over this shit. Yeah. I hate when it gets hot.
It is cold as hell here. I gotta lessen this a little bit. There we go.
But I gotta tell you, like, I don't even like. I don't know how it is in New York, but here, like, everybody's out. Like, I'm filming and kids are running around the street, screaming, I'm like, go inside. I'm filming over here. You know, it's like people are all out. Everybody's out. The traffic's everywhere. Nobody's listening to this stupid thing.
I know. It's crazy, man. Thank you, Richie Rich, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it so much. Brilly, my good man. He says, America needs to get back to normal. Life enough is enough. Yeah, exactly. This is a Chinese hit job. They're not taking our spirit for our sports anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just was watching something on Sweden where they have, like, they didn't shut anything down. They pretty much anything. And it's like they have the same death, like, on average as we've had. But crazy. We have more people because, you know, a bigger population. But this is a joke. They should have said, if you're old, stay inside. The rest of you, just go about it. Look, I think my wife had it.
I think I had it. I think I had
it, too. No. And what happened was I was like, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, right? So all this stuff I've been listening to about since November. So I'm like, oh, I'm at Costco. I'll get toilet paper now. I'll get this now. So I slowly just was ready. Yeah. And I was taking all these antivirals, dude. I was taking this whole concoction. And I got really sick one day. And it lasted like one day and it was gone. And my wife almost died. Like, she has like slight asthma. She was having to take an inhaler and stuff. And me, it was like going in like a day. Because I'm like, just because I took my concoction.
Right.
But I think she had it. I think I had it. Who cares?
Let me get through a couple more of these super chats real quick. God, I can't even keep up with that. Kron Gill, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it so much. My man, Brilly says, never forgot when Baddog was the first person to call Daniel Jones Danny Dimes. Damn right. LA Lou, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it so much. Brilly, my good man, he says, these look like a peace summit. This looks like a peace summit between two generals. Good to see you, Philly. How are things in NorCal? I'm going to hang with you Steve about 20. Appreciate that, Lou. Thank you so much. Who's on 26? He said, thank you for the super chat. You and Psycho Steve for the $2 super chats, guys. Brilly. Favorite and Eagles fans an oxymoron. Well, that's probably true. I still love it. How do you not love Philly?
Point of view. I can't understand that point of view.
Psycho Steve says 2 of YouTube's most wanted. Love these collabs. I love doing these collabs with Philly500 because, again, you guys that are in my streams normally know for like an hour it's football, hour and a half, and then it just goes off the rails, and we don't know where it's going. So what better guy to have on here if it's going to go off the rails?
Yeah, because I spend hours upon hours feeding myself with useless information, you know, for the most part.
Yeah. So, Jesse Marino says, who do I think the Eagles get? Well, this is why we have Philly500 on the channel. So, obviously, you know, we hear the trade rumors about them trading up to get CeeDee Lamb. Now, you know me. I like to needle you guys about all the rumors. But this one, I believe, is true. Like
why is this one true and the other one?
Because you guys really do need a wide receiver, and I really think if Carson Wentz, I mean the fact that he threw for over 4,000 yards last year with no wide receiver going over 500 yards tells you what he could do with a number 1 receiver. And if Deshaun Jackson comes back healthy, you guys are really dangerous. So that is really something you guys are missing is a big deep threat, and I love CeeDee Lamb. So let me ask you this. How far do you think you'd have to go up to get CeeDee Lamb, and what do you think you'd have to give up for him?
I think you got to get, if you're going to be safe, right? I'm guessing 10. I think if you're 10, you got a pretty good shot at getting him. But maybe you have to go higher. And if they have to go within the top 10, there's no way they can do it. It's going to cost too much. Right. But maybe if you get to 10 or 11, right? My guess is, let's say they're really interested in him. And I don't know, because you know how this time of year it's all smoke screens. Mm-hmm. But let's say they say, okay, look, if CeeDee Lamb gets to 12 or gets to 11, we're going to trade up. I'm guessing, you know, it really depends. It depends how motivated teams to trade back. But maybe the first this year, a third this year, a fourth this year, maybe Rasul Douglas and a second-round pick next year. I want to keep my second-round pick this year. That's the main thing for me. Yeah. Because I'm double-dipping.
I hear you. Sarah Small, thank you so much for becoming a member, my lady. Brilly. I just want to get that out there. Thank you. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, Sarah.
Double dip like matrimonial duties. You know what I
mean? Yeah, man. I mean, I don't blame you guys. And this wide receiver class is so deep. I mean, obviously, if you want to get your Ruggs, your Judy, your Lamb, you're gonna have to trade up. But there's definitely guys you could get at 21. I know you like Denzel Mims. I hear you mention Mims a lot. Now, my thing with Mims is this: he plays in the Big 12. I watch Big 12 football on a consistent basis, being that I'm a Sooner fan. There's no good defenses in the Big 12. So I always
No.
worry about receivers that come out of Baylor, that come out of TCU. I mean, look at Josh Doxson. He was terrible. Josh Doxson was great at TCU because he played in the weak Big 12. Same thing. I worry about Denzel Mims for that reason. I don't worry about CeeDee Lamb because Lamb's skill set is ridiculous. So that's going to translate to the NFL.
Yeah.
Richie Rich, man, thank you for becoming a member. A lot of members tonight, man. Brilly, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to start doing I am doing a members-only stream. I have to figure out when I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do a members-only stream.
I don't even know how to do the whole members thing on my channel. I haven't even figured that out.
I will
yet,
teach you, sir. I will teach you how to do it.
Yeah, you teach me. I need a lot of help.
I got you, buddy. You know that. You know I got you.
You gotta love. Look,
Listen, I work for NASA. I can tell you anything you want to know about this. I just play stupid with this stuff.
I know. I just want to know. I want the colored pictures of the moon.
I got those.
That's what I want.
I will send those to you.
Because I want to know what that blue glowing thing is that they keep blacking out.
It's the ozone.
Yeah, those are my ass.
But Richie Rich, welcome to the Big Blue Record Crew and Blue Jackets Talk. Thank you for the super chat. Brilly, here you go. I really appreciate Blue Jackets Talk. Thank you, sir. He says, the Eagles could trade with my Browns since we're so interested in Ezra Cleveland. We're going to need that second this year, though.
That's. I mean, if I have to give it, ultimately, I would. I wouldn't let that kill the deal because the Eagles do have a third and 3/4. So if you really want to get back in second, you should have the ammo. But yeah, I do like Denzel Mims. Now I'm looking at it a little differently. I'm looking at it from purely physical, athletic ability and what his ceiling is.
Yep.
And I look at it like the Eagles have missed so much. I mean, they've missed. Oh, look how many receivers. I've been fighting with Eagle fans back and forth on this all year. My whole point in trading up is, why are you going to put it in the hands of a guy who has never gotten it right at wide receiver? Why would you put it in his hands? Why not trade the picks, go up and get the surest thing you can?
Right.
Nobody's a sure thing.
Right.
But play your cards right. Like, play it like that. And the Eagles tend to go for guys who are productive in college. They may not have all the attributes, but they're productive. I say to hell with it. Go for the guy who, if he develops like a Denzel Mims, literally, if he develops and works out, he could be the best receiver in this draft in 3 or 4 years. He's that gifted.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
there definitely are there's some really talented receivers in here. We'll get into later rounds. I just want to say what's up to Rock Lee, NFL DNA, Brandon, Sam Bell, what's going on? D Rose, Matt Sidzinski, Zeke fans in the house, Jesse Marino, what's going on? Justin Quarles here, Connor Burke, Jamar Guzman, Metal Maniac, L.A. Lou, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, I feel the Eagles will end up with Jalen Reagor. What do you think of Jalen Reagor? Mike McIntyre, also, thank you for being here. I saw you said it was your first time here. Tommy G, Philly Fanatic. Sorry, Valley, I try to get everybody in there.
No, it's all good. I don't have I can't see the chat, just so people know.
That's why I'll read the questions for you. I do have good eyes. I can see the chat.
Okay.
So
my eyes are bad.
Yeah.
But I like Jalen Reagor. I like him. I would like to see him more in the second round, but I think he's very talented.
Yeah. Matthew Donnelly, I mean, don't ever feel the need to become a member. But if you want to, there should be a join button, next to subscribe. And if that's not there, if you're on an Android, it doesn't show up. Or I'm sorry, if you're on a smartphone, it doesn't show up. There's actually a link at the bottom of my description to become a member if you wanted to check that out. That's there. I missed Rock Lee's super chat. Shit. Where'd that go? Where'd it go?
We feel very bad when we miss a super chat.
I do. Rock Lee, thank you for the super chat. But so sometimes they go flying by. That's why I usually look at my phone, too. I got to open up my phone. Brilly, my good man. I really appreciate it. Rocky says, NFL East quarterback ranking. Wentz, Danny, Kyle Allen, and Dak. I like it.
Love it. I'm not complaining.
I like it because Dak stinks. And every time I go on one of your streams, Philly, you know that I tell you that Carson's better than Dak.
Yes, every stream, and this is a very true statement, by the way. I mean, look, I think the whole thing with Dak Prescott's ridiculous because if he's really somebody that you believe in and he's your franchise, how come you can't sign the guy? You could have signed him a year ago. They didn't. I think it's going to end up bad with Prescott in Dallas.
I hope they sign him for like a $40 million deal.
Yeah, $45 million.
He deserves it. He deserves it. So if you don't trade up and you don't go wide receiver, is there another player in particular you're looking at 21? If you can't make any deals and you decide, Harry Roseman decides he wants to go in a different direction. Say, for whatever reason, Mims goes to the Dolphins at 18,
Right.
and the other three are gone. You really don't need Justin Jefferson because he's a slot guy. And maybe 21's a reach for T. Higgins. Do you trade back, or do you...
Yeah, I personally would like to see them at that point trade back. Maybe you trade back, and maybe you do take a T. Higgins. The thing with T. Higgins is there's a lot of talk about his athleticism and stuff, but you can't deny the football tape. When you watch him,
Right.
he can play.
Yep.
So I would be comfortable going back, taking Higgins, maybe getting an extra pick somehow, coming back up and getting Ayuk. I really am in love with Brandon Ayuk.
Yep, a lot of people are.
I love that kid. I think he's going to translate into the NFL. So any guys like that, if they go defense and they go linebacker, right? Because there's been some talk of that. I'm not really happy about it because I think you need a receiver first, but I can't complain because their linebackers stink.
Right.
But any other position, I'm going to be pissed off.
Spunky, thank you for the $5 super chat, my man. I appreciate it, brother.
So Spunky.
Really, Spunky says, Sing Baddog is a mad dog, Philly500.
Oh, God. You guys want a little concert. Baddog is a mad dog because he knows the Giants always stink. Ugly feet on YouTube, and he works for NASA. Thank you.
What's going on, Krishna? Thank you for joining the stream. Jameer and McNeil, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly, he says JJ over Mims, then get an X receiver in the second.
I think that's too risky. I just think drafting a slot wide receiver who some people I respect think he cannot play outside, to me is too risky. I do not want to be stuck with a guy that is not versatile in the first round. I'd rather go for an X receiver early.
Right. Is there any linebacker in particular that you like? You mentioned linebacker. I mean, is there?
I like two that I think legitimately could be there: Kenneth Murray,
love him,
and Patrick Queen. I like both those guys.
Yeah.
Of course, Isaiah Simmons ain't going to be there, but no. I just think he's fantastic.
We better take him. Well, there's a lot of Giants fans that want an offensive lineman, and I completely understand that. But I've been aboard the Simmons train since day one because I'm a defensive guy by nature. And I know there's a lot of Giants fans out there saying, we lose the time of possession. We have really bad drives. We have some of the shortest drives out there by play. It's like 5.7 plays per drive. And I get that. The offense does need to get better, but they were talking about we couldn't run the ball. Well, we didn't have Barkley for 4 games, and the next 4 games he came back too early, and he was terrible. So we didn't have Barkley for half a season, which is one reason we couldn't run the ball. He ran for 190 yards against the Redskins, so it's not like we couldn't run the ball.
Yeah.
We lose time possession because we can't get off the field on third down either. So Isaiah Simmons, I think, would clear that up because we play Ertz twice. I mean, how many times has Ertz killed the damn Giants?
Right.
Or any tight end for that matter. Jason Witten made his living off the Giants.
Yeah.
We need a linebacker bad. But I also hear that Queen could fall into the second round. I mean, I saw some mocks having the Giants take Queen at 36.
Oh,
so
I think that would be a steal.
Yeah,
I like him a lot. I really like Kenneth Murray too. I mean, those are 3 guys that I like. I don't think the Eagles should really play around with wide receiver or wait. But if they go one of those guys, it's very hard for me to be upset,
Right.
Now, Isaiah Simmons is a guy, people are like, well, if he fell, what'd you do? Would you take him or one of the top 3 receivers? So everything's off the board. Throw it out the window. If he falls, you have to take him because I see him as a guy who in 2, 3, 4 years could be defensive player of the year type guy.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's that talented. You can't pass him up.
I agree.
I
agree. I mean, we passed up Josh Allen last year to get Daniel Jones, and I get that. That's a quarterback. I understand that. I didn't the night we drafted him, obviously. I mean, everybody saw that. But I get that. Lineman is definitely not the sexy pick. I think you could go lineman in the next round. I think maybe you could trade back, and then you could take some picks and trade up. But I just think Simmons is just such a game changer on the defensive side of the ball. We have not had a game changer here since Tuck retired, probably. It's been a long time since our defense is good. Zion Zenith, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, you the man, bro. Glad you're live, but that ugly bird. I know.
Beautiful. It's all beautiful.
I will say this. That's an eagle right there.
There you go.
It was my father's. My father always loved the bird. He always loved the bird of the Eagles. Hated the Eagles more than I do, though. My dad hated the damn Philadelphia Eagles.
I can respect a Giant fan, a Cowboy fan, resident that hates my team. I get it completely.
My dad hated
completely.
Cassie420, thank you for the super chat, brother. Really appreciate it, man. It says 2 of my favorite YouTubers, F the Cowboys. We can agree on that one.
We can agree on
that, absolutely. But yeah, so going back to Isaiah Simmons, I just think that he's, just such an amazing talent. He's a freak of nature athletically. His speed, his athleticism, his ability to read everything, his football sense is really good. But there's see, you mentioned 2 guys that you really like, and I don't want you touching either one of them. I don't want CeeDee Lamb there, and I don't want Kenneth Murray there. They're Sooners. I don't want to have to work against them.
Sooners.
Kind of like when DeMarco Murray went to the Cowboys, and then he went to the damn Eagles. I root against them.
Joke. Yeah, that was a joke. That was a complete joke. Yeah, I mean, look, I like both those guys. Look, I don't think you can go wrong with Kenneth Murray or CeeDee Lamb. The apple of my eye, is Henry Ruggs. Ruggs
I don't want you to get him either.
There's just something about that speed and torturing you that's just too attractive.
He would. Let me ask you this since the draft is. Sarah, thank you for the super chat, my lady. I really appreciate that. Brilly. She says, I want Jacob Eason and T. Higgins on my Colts. That could definitely happen. That is definitely a possibility.
Very possible.
Jacob Eason, you'll definitely have there. I don't know when you pick in the second round.
Don't they have a couple of second-round picks?
They might. Well, yeah, because they must have got the Niners. I don't know exactly what they got in that trade. Well, they got Bruckner, and then I don't know what other they got, but Easton will be there, and Jordan Love could be there too, depending on where that goes. Zion Zenith, man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Brilly says he's talking all facts. I can respect it. This is why we respect Philly500. He talks facts. He's a good guy. Blue Jackets talk.
I try.
Thank you for the super chat. Blue Jackets talk.
Let's start talking about the moon. We'll talk about facts.
We'll get there eventually. He says Blue Jackets talk says, what's Philly's opinion on Dillard after 1 year?
Andre Dillard?
Yeah.
I thought when they kept him just at left tackle, I thought he was doing a pretty decent job. But they decided because of injury they're going to try him at right tackle, which, going from left to right, if you've never done it, it is really hard. And he struggled. But I thought as a left tackle, I thought he did fine. I'm okay. I'm confident he's going to be all right.
Yeah. Matthew, that's exactly what I want. Ruiz at 36, Simmons at 4 is perfect. I see my boy Kenny Tompkins, 518's in the house. What's going on? Harrison Jolly, I believe, is in New Zealand. What's going on here? I'm pretty sure he's in New Zealand. Philly, one thing I did want to ask with the draft coming up and everything. What is we've seen my reactions, okay? Guys that have been with you a while saw my Eli Apple reaction. If you haven't seen my reaction to Eli Apple, it's on my page. You can find that from 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. I was really pissed off when we took Eli Apple. You know my Daniel Jones reaction.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to these super chats, then I want you to answer this. What is, your... How would I word this? What draft pick really ticked you off? Think about that for a second. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. She says, we got Redskins 34 and 44. Love you both. Oh, then you definitely could get T. Higgins at 34. He could definitely be there. That'd be a great draft for the Colts. Colts have drafted really well the last couple of years. And then DieHardGiantsFan, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly. He says, trade back to 6, 7, or 9. For offensive tackle, draft a center and a safety in the second. I would love that too. Is my dream draft for the first couple rounds. I pray the Eagles don't get a number 1 wideout.
Isn't it funny that everybody who plays against the Eagles doesn't want him to get wideout, yet they're Eagle fans who are like, we don't need a wideout. Well, how come every rivalry fan base doesn't want you to have one?
We know. So who's the draft pick that really?
So there's a couple, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a couple.
Okay.
Mike Mamula. They took Mike Mamula over Warren Sapp. That totally pissed me off. I had a bad dog reaction at work. Okay.
I get that one.
Brandon Graham.
Yeah.
Now, he turned out to be decent.
He did.
But Earl Thomas was sitting there. Earl friggin' Thomas.
Yeah.
And I wanted Earl Thomas so bad. And I thought when the Eagles trade up, we're getting Earl Thomas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who else? When I first started YouTube, the first year, I went off on the Derek Barnett pick because I thought it was a bad pick.
Yeah.
I wanted Malik Hooker. That's who I wanted. I think, who's the running backs? You had Dalvin Cook and those guys, I believe, were all there. and they go Derek Barnett, and I went off. I knocked my camera down, and I took a lot of shit for it. But I may turn out to be right on that,
Right?
Because he hasn't lived up to his first round billing yet.
It's crazy. It's crazy how that works. You go back and look at the guys you could have had.
Yeah. Well, and don't forget Nelson Aguilar. I did not like that.
Well,
I was never a fan. As you probably can tell.
Yeah. Charlie Ingraham, thank you so much for becoming a new member, my man. I appreciate it. Brilly, buddy. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, baby. And Josh Satori, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly to you. So he says, draft 1 week away. Let's go, Simmons. Here we come. It's funny with us. Giants fans are split. Like, a lot of Giants fans want the offensive lineman. A lot of Giants fans want Isaiah Simmons. I guess it just depends if you feel offense or defense is more important.
99.9% of the time, dude, I would say you got to go offensive line there. You got to protect your quarterback. But I just think he's such a freak. I just think he's so special that you can't turn that talent away.
Right. L.A. Lou, man, thank you for the super chat again. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly. Last thoughts. A draft simulator has Jonathan Taylor available to the Rams at 52. Please, Philly, are you streaming the draft? Later, guys, I'm out. Lou, have a great night. Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, I will be streaming. I'll be live.
Jonathan Taylor would be good for the Rams at 52.
Yeah, I like Jonathan
There's no
Taylor.
doubt about that. L.A. Lou, man, thank you for everything you do.
L.A. Lou.
The reason that Laker Dog is even here.
Laker Dog in the
L.A.
house.
Lou. Laker Dog's always here, but L.A. Lou got me this one. And hopefully Laker Dog makes a resurrection this year. But have a great night, Lou. And as always, stay safe out there in Cali, my good man. I appreciate that. I'm sick and tired of talking about our O-line too, diehard Giants fan. I appreciate that. Takeem, thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Brilly. If defensive tackle Derek Brown gets gas mask this year and falls at 21, do you take him at 21, Philly500?
No. Well, I don't need another defensive tackle. I mean, we just spent all that money to get Hargrave, and we got Fletcher Cox. You got Malik Jackson behind him. I'm telling you, the Eagles, in a way, the Eagles have kind of made themselves too obvious, in my opinion, because they have not signed anybody on the offensive side of the ball. Like, if you would have brought in a Robbie Anderson or Brashad Perriman, somebody, it would have been different. But every team knows you need a receiver. Everybody. Mm-hmm. And if you sit at 21, they're going to jump you. Now, I don't know what they're going to do, but I got to go wide receiver. If you don't take a receiver at 21, you don't pick again at 53. How many receivers are off the board now? 8 or 9 receivers? Okay, now I got to trust Howie Roseman, who's never gotten it right, to find the 9th best receiver. I can't take that chance.
Right. It's crazy, man. I forgot what I was going to say now. Damn.
Dude, they screwed up. They should have just got DeAndre Hopkins. Give the first-round pick and get DeAndre Hopkins.
That would have been the smart thing to do. But then again, he's going to get paid a lot. So going on in Afghanistan, Chaos the Filthy, Justin Quarles, that one guy, Tom Tamp, Exotic Eagle. Christian says, asked you your thoughts on Yannick. Jared Williams, what's going on?
We love Yannick.
Is it Yannick or Yannick? How do you?
I don't know. Yannick, whatever. Ngagwe, I love the kid. I think he's a great player, but I don't, I would never give a first-round pick to the Jaguars. Like, if the Eagles were truly interested, and I don't know that they are, but I would wait them out. I'd wait them out because they're gonna have to sell cheap at some point.
Right. Michael Sachs, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. Philly, did you boo the McNabb pick? And what about Queen at 24?
No, I didn't boo the McNabb pick. I did want Ricky Williams, but I understood the idea of getting a quarterback. So I was like, I don't know if McNabb's going to be good, but I prefer Ricky Williams, but I understand, and we'll see. It was more like that. I wasn't upset.
Yeah. Ligma, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, $2 super chat. He says, imagine Kenneth Murray body slamming Wentz. Oh, I like the thought of that, Ligma. That sounds good. Kenneth Murray's a head tackler. Now, I don't know if you ever watched Kenneth Murray tackle, but he will rip a guy down by his head without grabbing his face mask.
I have no issue with that.
Yeah, no, it's good. Kenneth Murray is, like, that guy is a nonstop. Like, that guy's a football player. Like, he's not a good coverage linebacker. You're not getting coverage with him. But that guy is great against the run. He can rush the passer, and he is just everywhere. He is all over the field, man. It is unbelievable.
Well, the Eagles, they need linebackers. Their linebackers stink. So, I mean, they could do it, but it would just be so off outputting from what they've done. They don't go wide. They never go linebacker early, ever. I mean, I don't know when the last time they even took a linebacker in the first round. The last one they took early is Kendricks, huh?
I was going to say, I remember when we took one, 1984 is the last time I started watching the Giants.
I think
in 84.
It's early. I mean, you look at the great linebackers in our time, like Seth Joyner, Byron Evans, those are all late picks.
Right. And our linebackers were all early picks.
And Trotter was a third, I think. So they just don't seem to value, especially with Schwartz. A lot of times they put an extra defensive back in, and they only go 2 linebackers. So it's very hard for me to believe they go early a linebacker. I wouldn't cry about it. But.
Yeah. Dire Giants fan, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly. I can't wait to see Barkley run over Collins. Oh, me neither. You know that after the video I did about Landon Collins is such a bitch. I can't stand him. Philly, I can't stand Landon Collins. He can't cover a twin-size bed with a king-size sheet. Like, he stinks.
Yeah, he does.
He is awful. He is awful. $84 million for an undersized linebacker.
I told Redskin fans when they signed it, aren't you scared now? No. I mean, we've never had a problem.
No, I mean, who has? I mean, Caden Smith, our third-string tight end, tore his ass up last year. Yeah. He's not good. The Redskins are going to get out from underneath that next year. They won't keep him there.
So let me. I have a question for you. What do you feel about Darius Slayton going forward? Do you think he's going to be a number 1 type guy? What kind of impact do you think he makes going forward? Because I really like the kid.
He had a hell of a season. And this just goes to show you that when you get late in the draft, take these guys with speed. I mean, he ran a 4.39. He played in the SEC. So this is a guy that, has decent size. Not really tall. I think he's 6'1". He had a great year. And what you love about Darius Slayton is he did this in his rookie season with a rookie quarterback. So they have a rapport already. They have a chemistry. I think going forward that Darius Slayton could be really good. I would also like a legitimate number 1 receiver on our other side, but we have so many other pressing issues. I think Sterling Shepard is definitely a slot guy, and I feel the same way about Golden Tate. I think that Slayton is an outside guy. I would love us to get a guy like, I see Anthony Gandy. Golden Golden Gandy.
I like him,
that's a guy. John Hightower from Boise State. Michael Pittman. I don't think he'll fall to us in the 3rd round. I don't want to go too early with a wide receiver. But there's a lot of guys. As far as wide receiver go, but I think Slayton could definitely have 10 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, when you don't need a wide receiver, like you guys, you might need one, but it's not pressing.
Right.
This is a perfect draft for you for wide receivers. I feel like for us, if we don't get this right, it's going to screw up Carson Wentz's prime. Like that's how I feel.
It could.
This is such an important draft. We're entering his prime years. Yep. He should have established players to play with him over the course of the next 5 to 8 years.
Yeah,
and they got to get it.
Another guy I really like late is maybe a 4th round is Gabriel Davis.
Yeah,
and for tall receivers, you got Colin Johnson from Texas. I think he'll fall to the 5th or 6th round. And the guy that I like maybe in the 7th round for the Giants is Lawrence Cager out of Georgia, who's 6'5", 220. Now he battled injuries a lot of his career, but he's another guy that I like the Giants. I'm looking at late receivers.
You're looking at more of an X receiver, a big physical,
right? A fast guy or a big physical guy, right? A tall guy. We don't have a tall guy.
Speed.
Right? Yeah, we don't have that tall guy. We don't have that 6'5", 6'6" guy. So if the Giants do land a Colin Johnson or Lawrence Cager really late in the draft, that would be good. L.A. Girola, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I always see him on Fisk's stream, man. Brilly. He says, "Hey Philly, how do you feel about CeeDee Lamb? Baddog, we got to get Simmons or trade down for a tackle. Take wide receiver by trading back in round 2. L.A. Girola, you preaching to the choir, baby. I'm with you on that.
I love CeeDee Lamb. I think he's the best receiver in the draft.
I do too.
Although I think Judy's pretty close.
They're 1 and 1A. Yep.
Yeah, they really are. And I think he's going to be a stud no matter where he goes. I really think that these top 3 receivers are all going to pan out.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with you. I think all 3 of those guys will be really good. Donna Parecchio, thank you for the super sticker, my man. Brilly, little fist bump. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you, sir. Another guy that I like I don't know how far you've gotten in the draft with deep round guys. One guy that I love for the Giants, maybe in the 6th round, is Anthony McFarland of Maryland. We don't need a running back either, okay? But we kind of do. We need somebody to spell Barkley. And I love Anthony McFarland, a guy that has track speed of 4.4. And if you watched his tape against Ohio State in 2018, Ohio State was a top 5 team in the country. And he tore them up for almost 300 yards on the ground. So, I mean, I love looking at the late guys. Like, you pretty much know who you want in the first 2 rounds. I like trying to find that deep sleeper, like a Darius Slayton, who was almost a 6th-round pick for us last year.
Yeah. I mean, I've done some stuff with wide receiver, not as much running back because it's, to me, not a bigger priority. I do think the Eagles need to add a big physical running back, though. I do. Like, if they could go, like...
A.J. Dillon?
Like A.J. Dillon, the only thing with him is, would the Eagles be happy with a guy like that? Because I don't know how well he catches out of the backfield. And Jordan Howard took a lot of crap for that.
Yeah. Angela Deaver, man, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, she says, thoughts on Quez Watkins. Fly, you know the rest of it.
Yes. Eagles fly. I like Quez Watkins a lot. You know, I think he's very talented. I like him. I think he's like a 3rd or 4th round pick.
DieHardGiantsFan loves to do this to me. Okay, first of all,
what do you do?
Well, when I get super stickers, I try to act them out. Like, I act out the super sticker. This is one of the hardest ones to do because I do not have wheels in my chair. So DieHardGiantsFan, thank you for the super sticker, my man Brilly. So this is.
Is that supposed to be Carson Wentz?
No,
we're going. What the freak?
Yeah. I got to spin the chair around. I need a new chair. This is something on Baddog's list, is a computer chair that I can spin around.
If that guy right there don't work for NASA, I don't know who does. Okay.
I was just going to spin my head around, but then you really would know that I work for NASA, so I didn't do that. Richie Rich, man, thank you for the super chat. Oh, this is a good question, actually. Brilly, my good man, really appreciate it. He says, Philly, thoughts on Stephen A. Smith? I think I'm dizzy from that. Maybe it's just how fast the earth is spinning, Philly.
He's not very fast.
He says, Philly, thoughts on Stephen A. Smith saying Haskins is better than Jones?
I think he's just stirring things up. I mean, at this point, look, I like Haskins, too. I'm not totally anti-Haskins, but, I mean, if you base what Daniel Jones did last year, I think you got to give it to him at this point.
Yeah. I think Daniel Jones could take a big step up with Jason Garrett. No doubt. DieHardGiantsFan, I do need to upgrade the chair. There's no doubt about that.
I like what the Giants did this offseason. I like the coaching hire. I didn't like the Clapper, but I understand it. I like some of your signings, like Bradbury. I thought he was my number 1 corner, really, you know, because Slay wasn't on a free agent. But I think the Giants are going to be the 2nd best team in this division.
I hope you're right. I mean, that would be awesome. To be able to beat the Cowboys, you know, end up ahead of them, that'd be great.
Cowboys are overrated. They got old and slow, and they got an overrated coach.
I honestly think that Jason Garrett's going to be good here, and I'll tell you why in a second. Zion Zenith, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, we talking SSP. Corey Goods Moon, keep it ball. I don't know what that means.
Well, the moon is a ball, so to some people. So.
And George Redden, thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly,
yes,
thank you
George.
for he retweeted my tweet today that you were going to be on here, so I appreciate that.
Sweet.
I see him all the time in your streams.
He's always there. He's one of the great guys and great subs I have. So I really appreciate him.
Appreciate it, George. He says, I got a question for both of you. You think Carson is a top 5 quarterback? I wouldn't include Brady or Aaron because they've been on the decline. Well, I still have to put them there, but I've said this before. I think Carson Wentz is, when he's healthy, definitely top 6. Like, I'd have to go. I mean, I have to still keep Aaron Rodgers and Brady. Well, Brady did fall off, but I still got to go Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, Mahomes, and then I love Deshaun Watson. I'm a big Deshaun Watson fan.
Yeah.
But Carson Wentz is definitely top 6 in my opinion.
I'm going to be honest, and I love Carson to death. I love him to death. But until the Eagles give him the right weapons,
Wilson,
I think he's outside the top 5.
Yeah.
I think between 6 and 8 is fair.
Yeah. Russell Wilson, that's the guy I forgot.
Russell Wilson. I mean, I would put, like, if you account for age, you know, of Aaron Rodgers and Brady, I would put Mahomes 1, Russell Wilson 2.
Yeah.
At this point, you know. And then, you know, I think Carson's probably like outside looking in the top 5 right now. And I think if they get him enough weapons and they get him the right guys, I think he could throw 40 touchdowns.
I can't believe I forgot Russell Wilson. When I was talking to, I think it was on Uncle Lou's stream in the morning, we were talking about like the top running backs in the league. I totally spaced on Christian McCaffrey. And I just totally spaced on Russell Wilson. I knew there was a guy I was forgetting. Yeah. And
somebody asked me the top 3 running backs, and I could not think of Christian McCaffrey
at
all.
I don't know why. And Lamar Jackson's another one that's. He's had one good year though, so I don't want to.
He has to do it again.
Yeah, I don't want to throw him up.
I mean, look at Mahomes, right? He wins the MVP, then he goes and he wins the Super Bowl. I mean,
that was like Dan Marino. Dan Marino won the MVP and almost won the Super Bowl. I mean, he lost to Joe Montana, but still. It was amazing. Yeah, Hightower over the Giants 6 or 7. That'd be great. I love John Hightower out of Boise State, Matthew. I love him. You know what I wanted to ask? So a couple of things. Philly 500. You are Philly 500.
I am.
What's in this? EDP. I went back and I watched his reaction to when you guys drafted Nelson Aguilar. Now, we all know how EDP feels about Nelson Aguilar. He hates him. If there's one rant that I would watch over and over and over again, it's EDP just tearing Nelson Aguilar a new one. Right. But he loved him on draft night, which is hilarious because I'm thinking to myself, I had the complete opposite reaction when we took Daniel Jones.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess you do that. You buy into the guy at the position. I didn't like Aguilar coming out. I think it was because he was coming from USC, and there was always this thing where the receivers are never that great and things like that. But I remember my brother was very high on him, and I was not at all.
Yeah.
But I wasn't Venom,
right?
Not until a few years.
Yeah. Blue Jackets Talk, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate $5 super chat, my man. Brilly, brother. He says, "What's your guys' thoughts on Ezra Cleveland?" According to my reports, the Browns like him even over Becton and are looking to trade back and draft him. I'm surprised that the Browns would trade back to get Ezra Cleveland unless they really want to stockpile picks because you guys are prime position for Andrew Thomas. And I love Andrew Thomas. I think he's the second best tackle out of this draft behind Jedrick Wills. I like Ezra Cleveland over Becton. I like a lot of guys over Becton. I am not a Becton fan. I do not want the Giants to take Becton.
But we are dealing with the Browns. Right. I mean, the Browns, who knows what the hell they're going to do? Like they want to really go back to the 20s. I'm all for it. We're sitting at 21. What a perfect spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Browns, they've done a good job recently. They've drafted well. I don't. They needed a better head coach. I mean, Kitchens was not the guy there. Oh God, Mr. A. Lewis Sr., my man. I love Mr. A. Lewis Sr. I got all kinds of stuff from Mr. A. Lewis Sr. I don't have any of it down here except for my white Yankees hat. But he gave me a Giants winter hat, which I needed to go running today. Thank you for the super sticker, my man. Brilly, Philly.
So you're going to act it out?
I acted
it out. Look at this. NASA. This is what they teach you.
Well, that's how you get used to the gravity, Philly.
Right. That's right. You're spinning around.
You got to get used to the gravity. Oh, God, I forgot what I was going to say. I got dizzy again. Maybe that's what it's going to K-Dog, what's going on? I forgot what I was going to ask you now. Shebang. Damn, it was about, I know what I was going to say. So, we talked about the guy that you were really pissed off that you drafted. Is there one guy you can remember that they drafted you were like, yes, got our guy? So happy you drafted him.
I mean, there's a few. Last year, I flipped out because I wanted Miles Sanders. I wanted Darrell Henderson or Miles Sanders. It was like, you got to land one of those two guys. And they took Miles Sanders. So I was really, really happy with that. There's been a few. I'm trying to think. I liked the Fletcher Cox pick a lot. I remember that. I liked, I guess that's about it. That's the only I can think of that I was really, really excited for.
Barkley, I was excited for. I liked Saquon Barkley. Mr. A. Lewis Sr. is trying to get me dizzy. Thank you for the super sticker, my man. Jesus. Brilly, my good man Philly. You might have to take over here soon. It's going to be like I drank a bunch of beers tonight.
Look at that.
Look at it.
Look at it. That's NASA training. That's astronaut training.
It is.
There.
I can't wait till
behind.
I can't wait till I have a real chair so I can do that much easy. Oh God. Tired Giants fan.
Somebody do it.
Thank you for the super sticker. Brilliant, my man. I'm gonna have to start going back the other way.
Give him somebody send him another one.
Oh yeah. No, we're good.
I want to see Baddog throw up.
You know, I'm not gonna throw up going that slow. Gravity's pulling me back the other way, so we're good. Yes. What are we talking about here? I don't remember. Your favorite? Yeah, I like Saquon Barkley. I mean, Saquon Barkley was. I was excited to get him, no doubt. Because I wanted him really big.
I mean, there were a few good picks. There's a lot of picks where I'm like, oh, okay, I like that pick, But, early first round or first round, I can't think of one.
Yeah.
Okay there?
I got excited. We got.
You gotta do it again.
Mr. Ray Lewis Sr., brilliant. Thank you for the super sticker. We're gonna go this way this time so we can combat the dizziness going the other way. How you doing? I was looking at the city when I'm over there, Philly. Oh God, Blue Jackets talk. Thank you for the super sticker. Philly, this is ridiculous. I need a chair. No more play.
Baddog goes to his left. He's going to his left. He's coming around. Don't worry, he can do this all night. That's what they do at NASA. They have to make pretend the word's spinning.
Brilliant. Thank you guys. I'm getting hot down here, Philly. I'm getting hot.
Look at that.
All right. Levitating. Getting tired. This is good for the abs, I think. It's good for the abs. Wow.
Now you'll see like in a week we'll see on NASA's website. Baddog will be out in outer space, and the Earth will be spinning, and he'll act like he's just floating. Here was
what is going on? Mr. A. Lewis Sr. and Benjamin Wynn, thank you guys for the super stickers. Brilly. All right, back to back.
You're gonna pass out.
I'm right. Now we gotta go the other way. This is how I'm gonna break the chair. Let's not break the chair. Okay, we're good.
I'm tired just looking at it.
I'm getting tired. It's good for the arms. This is a great question by Crimson, and this is something I did want to talk about. But by the way, guys, thank you so much for all the donations. I really appreciate it. Got your Giants fan with another one. Brilly, my man. So I'm going to talk to you while I'm doing this. So I think that Jason Garrett will be very good for the development of Daniel Jones because he did a really good job with Dak Prescott and Tony Romo.
You know what I mean? Sound there.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. It's pretty good. Spunky, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. Baddog, cocaine's a hell of a drug. It must be. I don't know what's going on.
Must be.
I don't know. But
we have to ask Fizzle.
Let's not even bring that up. Speaking of NASA projects.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, so what the hell were we talking about?
We're talking about the Clapper and his development.
I mean, look what he did for Tony Romo. Tony Romo was Tony Romo. I can't even talk now. Tony Romo was, undrafted out of Eastern Illinois. Dak Prescott's a 4th round pick, and both of those guys, Dak's still not as good as Carson Wentz, but listen, I try to find a way to say Dak's not a top 10 quarterback. I can't name 10 quarterbacks better than Dak Prescott.
Right.
So he's a top 10 quarterback. Tony Romo was at least in his prime was a top 5 quarterback. I think Jason Garrett could really develop Daniel Jones. I'm really thrilled for our coaching staff more than anything else.
Now, I agree with that. I think that's a fair statement, especially having a rookie head coach. You have a guy that had a lot of coaching experience. I think it's. I agree with you.
Benjamin Wynn, thank you for the
Get spinning.
I'm like the Earth, Philly. I'm like the Earth over here. I'm spinning around. It's the spring solstice. Actually, it hasn't hit here yet.
Then if the Earth's spinning, why don't you just spin with it? And it'll be a lot easier.
I spin faster than the Earth.
Yeah. You're going up at 1,000 miles an hour.
I am going. I feel like I'm going 1,000 miles an hour. My brain is scrambled like my eggs in the morning.
I think that Earth is staying put.
It's cold as hell here. But, I think, like I said, I love Jason, some guys are meant to be coordinators. Like Buddy Ryan was not a great head coach, great defensive coordinator.
Great
Rex Ryan,
coordinator.
same thing, not a great head coach, great defensive coordinator. Wade Phillips, great defensive coordinator, not a good head coach. Ben McAdoo, good offensive coordinator. Pat Shurmur, good offensive coordinator, both bad head coaches. So, you just, a lot of guys.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair statement. I think he's going to do a good job, probably. I agree with that. Get spinning.
I didn't get one.
Wait, no more spins?
I didn't get one there. Bad Dog, Punkham says, Bad Dog tried to tell us he never took any drugs. Bullshit.
Let me tell you, dude, those NASA guys, they do all sorts of drugs.
Just supplements. Supplements. Yeah, supplements. Vitamins, minerals, all that stuff. DieHardGiantsFan, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly says, gotta upgrade that chair. When did I start? I know. I do. It's one thing I've got to do when this whole thing is done. When I can go to an Office Max or a Staples or a Target, I probably can go to Target. I really should go to Target and get a damn chair. I need it.
It depends what state you're in. In some states, they locked everything up that isn't essential.
Well, I think Target's still open, but at least they have curbside service here.
Yeah.
So you can go out and pick the stuff up in New York. They can definitely do that. They can definitely do that. So I do need a new chair, though. I think DieHardGiantsFan did that to me a while ago because I act out all the super stickers, and he's like, "Do you have wheels in your chair?" I said, "No, it's just a regular chair." So he sent that pretty much like, "Here, and I want to see you do this one."
I'm gonna have to take a good look at these stickers and see what I can come up with for you.
Oh, Taylor S, what's going on, my lady? Thank you for joining the stream. Target. I think Target's open in New York too. No doubt about that. I think.
Well, there's some places in the country that places are open. So let's say you're in Michigan, right? And you go to Target. They have literally blocked off anything from being on sale that isn't like food or considered essential. So you can be there and you still can't buy it.
Really?
These people are nuts.
That is strange. That is strange. Yeah. Yes, I do banter. That's the truth. That is a true statement. There's no doubt about that. Mr. A. Lewis Senior, man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it so much, brother. Brilly. He says, love to make the diggity dizzy when you get that chair that swivels. I will really get you dizzy. It'll be a lot more fun. Whee!
That's some NASA shit.
It is a NASA. Spunky, thank you for the super chat, my good man. Brilly says, hope one day to meet both you guys. Very entertaining. That'd be great.
Definitely.
I gotta meet Philly500. This has to be done.
We're gonna do our beer blog.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We're going to go bar hopping.
By the way, did Josh ever have to pay off that bet?
I haven't had him pay it off yet. I have not had him pay it off. I'm going to have him. Maybe I should do it soon.
Listen, whenever that is, you have got to let me know because he is going to throw up and then pass out.
I don't know if he could drink one of those, dude. I think he's gonna hate the taste.
Oh, he's gonna hate it like hell.
And he's gonna have a half hour to pound. What did I say? 4 or 5? I can't remember.
4. It was 4.5 for now. He ain't gonna do that with that beer.
No, he's gonna be falling on his ass.
He will taste that and go, how do you drink this? We'll be it's le fin du monde.
I love that beer. I crave that beer. That beer is so good.
That's one thing I miss, and there's no beverage centers. Actually, I think liquor stores stayed open here in New York.
They are here. They're open here.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Giants. He said, I paid to see that. I would love to. It was someday we got it. Philly500 and I definitely got to hook up at some point.
We'll do it, definitely.
Benjamin, thank you for the super chat, brother. $5 super chat. My man, Brilly. He says, here's the lawsuit money I got from Trash Tros. And make sure to get Quaalude when Gettleman picks the wrong name or takes brown or blanket chip. Listen, guys have asked me, they're like, who would who's going to take, what's it going to take for Bad Dog to have a Daniel Jones reaction? I said, I will not react like that again this year, no matter what. But I said, Derek Brown would send me through the roof. They took Derek Brown, defensive tackle. We don't need a defensive tackle, especially since he made a stupid trade for Leonard Williams.
Right.
I would lose my mind if that happens. So, that I do not.
I hope it happens. I'd like to see the reaction again. That was so much fun last year. I really enjoyed you guys going crazy.
Yeah. what was I going to say? Which safety do I want to draft, Matthew? In the second round, I like. Well, Delpit fell off my radar.
I love Delpit. You don't like Delpit?
No, he fell down a little bit for me. I actually like Antoine Winfield better, and I actually like Jeremy Chin better.
Yeah, I like the kid from Maryland, Brooks.
Yeah. Jeremy. Well, I'm talking like second round safety.
Right.
I like late in the round. I like Jordan Fuller out of Ohio State. He's not bad either. But I liked Delpit for a long time, and I kind of watched his film, and I don't know if he did like a whole Jadeveon Clowney thing where he was just lazy this year because he didn't want to get hurt, but he was way better in 2018 than he was last year, and I feel like he's a little lazy, and Jeremy Chin's really rocketed up the boards, and I like Antoine Winfield. I like his pedigree. He's a ball hawk, so those are kind of the safeties. But those three guys are definitely the safeties that I would look at in the second round. I mean,
what do you consider if you had to do your top three biggest needs for the Giants? What would it be?
Definitely left tackle, linebacker, and edge rusher. I think those definitely an edge. We need edge rusher bad, which is why I want to Chase Young so damn bad. I started talking about the draft. I mean, it was bad. The Giants were so bad this year. I started talking about the draft in November. And there's a couple of videos on my page, about would you rather have Chase Young or Andrew Thomas? And I said, would you rather have Isaiah Simmons or Andrew Thomas? Chase Young or Isaiah Simmons. I think I did that one more recently. But, I started talking about that a while back because I think those are needs. We also do need a safety. We need a safety pretty bad. We just need a safety for depth.
Yeah. Is there any way that the Redskins don't take Chase Young at 2?
No. I don't think there is. I mean, they are the Redskins, but I definitely, Daniel Snyder's already said he loves Chase Young, so I could see that happening.
Yeah, Jesse Rivera, I can't see him not.
Yeah, they're gonna take him. Jesse, yes, I am streaming. Entertain and I are streaming the draft here, day 1. Day 2 and 3 will be on Entertain's channel, but Entertain and I are streaming the entire draft together, so that'll be a lot of fun. And what I look forward to is when you're gonna have your crowd. You're going to have your crowd. You're going to have your guys in there. We're going to have our Giants guys in there. When pick 4 comes around, I'm interested to see how many more people come in there because they're waiting to see what I do. I'm looking forward to seeing that because both Entertain and I went crazy last year. So I'm kind of looking for. Oh, Benjamin, man, thank you for becoming a new member, my man. Brilly. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, my man. What was up?
I forget. I forgot what
it was something about my reaction, the draft reaction.
You guys went viral. Like, that whole thing. You were on ESPN and everything, right?
Yes. I don't think ESPN, but definitely SI.com. I was on that was on SportsIllustrated.com. And, my picture of me with like that with the veins popping out of my neck and the screaming, that's the thumbnail. So, DieHardGiantsFan, thank you for the super chat, man. Brilly, my man. He says, go back to that Redskins-Giants game. Do you still want that win? I do. Oh, yeah, because Daniel Jones had a huge game. And you want that confidence for Daniel Jones. You got to win games, man. Yes. I wouldn't have been mad if we lost. I wouldn't have been mad about it. But, no, you play to win. I'm not rooting for us to lose.
Especially when you have your franchise quarterback.
Right, and he had a huge game. And he had a huge game that game. So, I do like that. But, yeah, so... funny story about that, a couple things. Number one, my bank teller recognized me. And he said to me, he goes, hey, I think I saw you, your reaction to Daniel Jones. Is that you? And I said, yeah, that was me, man. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, I was pissed. He goes, yeah, I saw it on SI.com. He's like, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, it's Baddog Sports. And he's like, oh, I got to check it out. I got to sub you up. So he did. But the funny one was, so I'm at, were we at a wedding? I don't think we were at a wedding. I think it might have been, we were at some party. I don't remember if it was an anniversary party. It wasn't a wedding. It might have been an anniversary party or something, right? And my wife's uncle comes up to me, and he's a Skins fan. And we always go back and forth. And I love him. He's an awesome guy. I love the guy. We're always talking about sports, right? He's also a Red Sox fan. So obviously I'm a Yankee fan. Right. So we go back and forth all the time. So he goes up and he goes, my son came up to me and he said, Dad, there's this freaking lunatic on SI.com going crazy over to Daniel Jones. He goes, Dad, you got to look at this guy. He's insane. He knows it's me. He knows it's me, obviously. And it's my wife's cousin. So we know. He said, you got to take a look at him. And he starts laughing, and I go, yeah, I know. He goes, it was you. It was you. I'm like, yeah, that was me. That was.
That's funny. That's great. That was classic, man. I loved it.
Oh, I know you did. I know. A lot of people seem to enjoy my anger, which is.
Oh yeah, I mean, because I was streaming, and as soon as it came in Daniel Jones, I was like, I got to go see what they're doing, and I go on there, and yeah. Like, this is awesome.
I was so, man. I had a Knicks book that was on my coffee table, and I took it and I chucked it across the room. So I thought I threw my laptop. I'm like, I would never throw my laptop. I would never do that. I'm old enough now to know don't break shit, no matter how mad you are, because you have to pay to replace it. Yeah. So just break your vocal cords; they'll recover. If anything, Kid Blue, man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly says, Yo, G's in the building. What up, Baddog and Philly? What's going on there, Kid Blue?
What's up, man?
I wish I could tell people, go check out Kid Blue, go check out all his channels, but YouTube took that option away, which sucks. By the way, if you guys haven't done so, I should have done this a long time ago. If you are not subbed up to Philly500, and I have to do this again, link to his channel is in the description, guys, so please go in there and click on it. I actually had that copied, and I'm going to put it in the I'm going to put it in the chat too. But I had to get my stream key, so that's what I was going to put in there. I don't want to put that in there. So let's do this.
What do you use, by the way?
OBS.
Like what kind of computer?
Oh, I have a Mac.
Mac.
Yep.
I need to get a new computer. I'm looking now. I'm thinking, man, maybe they'll be on sale because nobody's buying any computers right now. Nothing's on sale.
No, nothing is on sale. Actually, I was looking to get I haven't had a gold bracelet in years. I lost mine like 12 years ago, and I really want another one. And seemed like they were pretty good prices. And I thought about buying it. I'm like, man, I can't. I never buy anything for myself. Here's Philly500's channel, guys. If you're not subbed up to my man Philly500, please go over there and sub him up, especially if you're an Eagles fan. I don't know how you wouldn't know him. But if you're Giants fans also, you got to love this guy. He's a great Eagles fan. He does a great job on his chase, streams Eagle games, does videos all the time, streams Sixers games when they're there. Just an awesome guy. I freaking love this guy, seriously. I don't throw around compliments, empty compliments. This guy's the man. I freaking love this guy. And like I said, there's not many people I can honestly say I want to meet the dude off YouTube, but this is a guy I definitely have to drink a beer or 10 with.
Yeah. 10, 12 of them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
One of those nights. I look forward to it.
Yeah, and DieHardGiantsFan, thank you for also dropping the link, my man. I appreciate that. He put your link in there too. Buy the Baddog buy the Baddog with your stimulus. This chair spinning got me messed up, really bad. We did get a stimulus, I believe. I haven't gone to the bank. But
we got it. We got free money for doing nothing.
Free money. So for you, what, $3,400?
Yeah, $3,400.
Yeah, $2,900 here.
Yeah, $3,400.
It's because we don't make any damn real money, so
I know, right? $3,400. Yeah, I mean, look, we're with everything going on, we're lucky. I mean, my wife, she's a teacher, and she's paid through the whole year. So I'm still being able to do stuff at home and get checked. So now we're lucky. I mean, we're way more fortunate than a lot of people. So
same here. Both my wife.
I can't be complaining too much.
Right. Both my wife and I work for the state, so we also don't have to go into the office. I can go into the office. Like I've had to. I had budgets. I had to do budgets a couple weeks ago, and that's a huge pain to try to do from home. So I wasn't about to do that with a 3-year-old. It would have been impossible. Yeah. So I had to go into the office to do that. But luckily, we do work from home, which is kind of a pain because my 3-year-old doesn't get it.
Yeah,
he doesn't get it.
I've only had to go in a few times. There's a few times I've had to go in. Right. But other than that, I mean, the thing that I don't like is the meetings. Like you have to have these meetings.
Yes.
And it's like, come on.
The Google Meets. Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Isaiah Simmons, the first-round pick of the Giants, is in the chat. He just gave me a $5 super chat, my man. Brilly, Isaiah.
Simmons.
Yeah, he says, when I saw the Danny Dimes pick, I broke my whole hand last year. See, I know better than not to break anything anymore. I know better.
I may tear this wall down if the Eagles do something I don't like.
Michael Sachs. Go ahead, Philly. Finish your.
No, it's been building up for months. this whole thing. So
Yeah.
they better just get it right.
I know. Yeah. Tell me about it. Michael Sachs, thank you for the super chat, man. Brilly. He says, what round would you take Darnell Mooney, wide receiver from Tulane? Who dat? I don't know anything about Darnell Mooney.
I don't know. I haven't watched too much on him. I know a little bit about him. I'm going to say 4th, 5th, somewhere around there.
I can honestly say I have to check him out, Michael, because I have not. I'll look at him. And DieHardGiantsFan, thank you for the super sticker, my man. Brilly. I appreciate it. Here we go again.
He got a little rest.
Spin the globe. All right.
This is like NASA 101.
It is NASA.
This is the first day of NASA class.
It's a NASA
We must tell everybody
DWG's here?
that the world is like this.
DWG's in the house? Did I miss him when I was spinning my ass?
I don't know.
I see DWG. I see DWG's in the house. He loves Philly. DWG wasn't missing this one. He loves Philly500.
Yes.
He loves it.
Yes. Because he knows things are all messed up.
You know what's funny? Everybody loves DWG, man. Uncle Lou, every time I talk to Uncle Lou, he's always talking about DWG's Scarface impersonation. Oh, God, here we go again. Benjamin Wynn, thank you for the super sticker, my man. Brilly. MH, yeah, I'm getting drunk. I can tell you that right now. Drunk with no alcohol. Philly, it's 8:30 over there. Stop yawning. I'm over here working out.
It's the NASA. It's the spinning globe.
Danny,
I can't believe people think we're actually spinning.
Well, I am literally.
Yeah, you're literally spinning, but the rest of us is just standing still, sitting still.
We miss you, DWG. DWG, we gotta talk so I can get you on Skype. We gotta get set up so we can get DWG on Skype.
He's not allowed to come over now, right?
No, he can't come over. Social distancing.
He can knock on the window.
Yeah, he can. That's it. He can look in the window. Hey, Baddog.
Hey, Baddog.
We gotta get him on Skype though. We gotta get him on Skype. Danny, where are you? Where it's an hour ahead of us? You in Canada? Where is it an hour ahead of us? We're the East Coast. Does that be Canada, like Newfoundland?
Like maybe. Way up there, northeast. Maybe Caribbean or something, like Bahamas. What's the time?
Oh yeah, maybe you could be down there. You don't want the bad dog virus. Nobody wants that. Yeah, my kid was born with that. So, he's in good shape there.
The last thing I'm scared about is this virus. I'm ready to just go back to normal.
Yes. Listen, I've already said, if it meant, getting football back, I would gladly take the coronavirus. Give it to me and put sports back on TV. I'll kick it. Yeah. I run every freaking day of my life. I'm in good shape.
I'll take my chances. I swear to God, I'll take my chances. Just let everything go back to normal.
DWG says, is COVID from alien piss?
No, it's from China. It's from America. It was sold to China. China played around with it, and they either released it on purpose or accident. I'm not sure yet, but I have my suspicions that it was released on purpose.
So it backfired then.
Well, no, it's gone perfectly for them. They're communists. They kill.
Oh, I meant for us since we sold it to them.
No. I'm sure that there's certain people within the government that wanted this to happen.
Yeah. So is it population control?
No, it's to usher in a one world government, and it's to get us to give up our rights easily, so that way, when they do this in the future again and again, we know how to submit. We know how to go in our houses and be good little citizens. Yep. It's all scam, dude.
Yep, it is. Looney Rizzle says, Bad Dog, you ripped off Chris Mad Dog Russo's. I didn't rip off anything. I've discussed how I got that name, and I got Bad Dog I'm 40, you're going to be 44. So about 25 years ago, I got that nickname being out in the bar with my buddies when I would say, I'm going to take her home. I'd tap that, hit that. They'd be like, you bad dog, you bad. I've had Bad Dog long before I knew who Christopher Mad Dog Russo was, but nice try. Nice try.
That's so simple for people, right?
It is. Oh, rhymes! You must have taken it from him.
I know. Somebody told me the other day, they said, this guy just built his channel on trashing Nelson Aguilar. I'm like, the whole world trashes Nelson Aguilar.
They should.
I mean, what the hell?
They should. CF Gann says, you bad dog, you bad. It's true. Pimp Dog, yes, MH.
Bad Dog, Breaking Bad Dog.
Breaking Bad Dog. That's right.
You should be watching Better Call Saul.
I know. I have to because I went to watch it one day and I couldn't remember the Netflix password. And I got it. I got Netflix working again, so I'm signed in. So I do have to watch Better Call Saul. I was going to watch it, and I'm like, I have to because they brought it back, right?
Yeah.
So I have to catch up on it.
It's a slower pace.
Right.
Right? It's a slower pace. It's a little different. But like the last 2 weeks have been like Breaking Bad to the utmost. And as it gets each season more and more into it, it gets more and more Breaking Bad. And they're going to get to the point where they're overlapping with where Jesse and Walt are cooking.
Yeah.
You know? It's pretty cool.
I loved that show. I was glad you turned me on to it, man. I remember you pushed me for like a month. For like a month. You're like, you watching it? I'm like, no. If you're watching it, no. No, I will. I promise I will. And then I started watching it, and I remember the first scene is just pants falling out of the sky. And I'm like, the hell am I watching? And then like you said, like after the first episode takes a little time, and then it does just get crazier. Like the second episode, I was hooked. And then I had vacation right around the time I started watching, and I binged 4 seasons on my week's vacation. I went through 4 seasons of it. We went up to Lake George, which is like probably 20 miles north of me, upstate New York. Lake George, really nice place. We go up there every year. We go up there for a couple nights. You know, it's got nice restaurants. It's got like little game rooms and stuff, and it's something for my son to do. Go to a nice restaurant. They had nice hotels up there, so we stayed there. And I'm like, Netflix is on. So when my wife and son went to sleep, I sat there until like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, one more episode, just one more. I'm just gonna watch one more episode, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And then I'm like, I gotta watch one more episode.
I know, because they leave you hanging.
They do.
I can't go to bed like this.
I loved it. I mean, it's such a great show.
I knew you would like that show, and I'm like, you just watch one episode, one. If I could just get in and watch one.
Yeah.
From Queen, you're like, I'm done.
There you go. Tyler Belton says he's from Queensbury. 518 in the house again. But yes, Queensbury is right up there, a little south of Lake George. Yes, I do go to Lake George a lot. Every summer I go up there. Ask King Dingbat, best Eagle ever.
My favorite, Reggie White.
Yeah.
If they're talking about best ever.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, mine's Reggie.
I agree. Christian King asked me, Foles or Wentz? Oh, I'm definitely a Wentz guy. I am definitely a Wentz guy.
I am not a member of the Folesian Society.
Yeah, I am definitely a Wentz guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
I loved Randall Cunningham, says DJ Smooth. I loved Randall Cunningham, even though he used to
That's my second favorite Eagle of all time, probably.
My favorite Eagle of all time, I've told you, is Eric Allen. I loved Eric Allen.
Yeah. Eric Allen, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Let me think about my favorite Giant of all time. It may end up being Saquon Barkley. LT scares me. He's the most dominant defensive player I've ever seen.
He is the most dominant defensive player ever.
I guess you could put him there. But, I like Mark Bavaro because, he was Italian.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Yeah, he was the man. Rich Cranium, what up, though, Richard Cranium? Jets 24/7 talks in house. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. It's Brian Dawkins. I detested Brian Dawkins. With a passion, I hated him. I hated Brian Dawkins. Of course, he's a Jets fan. So, right. It's understandable. But I hated Brian.
Well, I remember the wars with Dawkins and Shockey.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't stand Shockey.
I know. And you know what's funny? He was such a nice guy at training camp. Really nice guy. Strahan.
I could see that.
Strahan was an ass.
Kind of guy. Who?
Strahan. Huge ass.
I could see that too.
Yep, he was. Yep, very, very, just a big ass. He was a dick, to put it nicely. Most of the Giants are very nice, and I missed them at training camp. They used to train at SUNY Albany, which is like 25 miles south of me, every summer from 1996 through 2012. And I brought this up in one of my streams recently, that since the Giants left SUNY Albany, they've sucked. They have sucked. 2012 was the last year they were here. They've been god-awful since.
Yeah.
Tom Coughlin used to bring them up here for, I think that thing was built with MetLife Stadium. Coughlin used to bring them up here anyway to get them the hell out of the city.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the Giant I hate the most in the history of the Giants is a man, Phil McConkey. Dude, I hate that guy. I want to punch his face.
I don't have the
Dude,
towel.
he would do something like nothing and then make one play and be like, yeah, I just want to punch him.
He would wave the towel around. He'd go crazy.
He enrages me like nobody else.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand him.
Yeah, I can see that. I can understand how he get under your skin a little bit. Isaiah Simmons, man, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly. LT would put the fear of God in players. Yes.
LT was bad, man. There's just no question about it.
Zeke Van said, have you seen EDP goes to Cowboys training camp yet?
I haven't watched it yet. No, I haven't watched it. But I'll check it out.
Do you talk to EDP at all? You ever talk to EDP?
Yeah, he texts me all the time. He sends me messages.
Really?
Basically, I get like little 30-second messages, basically like his video. But it's no different. It's the same thing. These motherfuckers suck.
He cracks me the hell up. Well, I'll tell you what, man. He has made it, man. That guy made it. He did it, man. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
I mean, he's got like 1.4 million.
It's insane. DieHardGiantsFan, man, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for all the love tonight, DieHardGiantsFan. Thank you for making me dizzy. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat, brother. Brilly says, all right, I wish I could stay longer, but it's an early morning for me. Mad respect to both. DieHardGiantsFan, thank you for everything tonight, man.
Peace, man. Thanks for coming.
Really appreciate it. And as always, brother, stay safe because I know you're working. So stay safe, be good, and we'll catch you next time, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I do like EDP, KP. I was gonna say, now when I used to go after EDP, which is out there. I mean, the video of me trash talking him to death, probably the best trash talking video I've ever done. And I was a damn good trash talker, but I laid into him like nobody's business. That video, you'll hear me talk about him, and I say, people are like, to me, they're saying, you ain't as good as EDP. He has 47,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So he had 47,000 subscribers in 2015.
Yeah.
The dude has 1.4 million in 2020.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted to get EDP on my channel last year. One time.
You should get him. He'll probably, if you ask, he'll probably go on. Look, I find EDP, I think he's the nicest guy in the world. Like, when I talk to him or he calls me, he curses and he says what he says. He's that guy, but he's really the nicest guy in the world. I'm serious. He's just such a nice dude. I love the guy. I absolutely love the guy. I think people look at his videos and him saying things and say, oh, he's not an Eagle fan of this, but he cares. He actually cares, and I got mad respect for EDP.
Right.
I like the guy.
Yeah. Jared, have a great night, buddy. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. Always appreciate it, my man. We'll catch you next time. Be safe, brother. We'll like I said, have a good night. We'll definitely see you next stream, my man. But yeah, no, EDP used to, when I started live streaming and doing like live hangouts, he used to come into my streams. There'd be like 16 people in there, but he would be there. Like I haven't talked to him. Somebody talked to him last year and, said, hey, Bad, because I said something about it on my video or on a stream that I would love to do a stream with EDP, when the Giants play the Eagles. Like the week they play the Eagles, I would like to have him on and we could talk about the game or whatever. And I think it was Beast of the East said, oh, he's like, he said he's down. I texted him, he said he would definitely work with you. But, then, I mean, this was, in August. And we didn't play till December, so he probably forgot. And I can't ever get a hold of him. Like, I don't know how to get a hold of him or whatever. Right. So, I don't know. But I told him, I said, I told people, I was like, I'll try to get him on the channel. Because I think it would be fun to discuss that with him. Because I would love that. He's fucking guy. You go kick our fucking ass, man. You suck. And Giants, I'm going to tell you, the Giants going to fucking put a broomstick up our ass and it's going to come out of their mouth. They're going to fuck us so hard. Yeah. That's what he would do.
Well, I love his recent videos because he's talking about how the Eagles are going to screw Carson Wentz's prime up, and they need to give him weapons. And I
That's
totally
true.
agree with him. I totally agree with him. I think he's right.
That's true. No, I agree. I there's no doubt.
My favorite EDP video though is the Vaseline video.
Oh, with his dad. Oh, that is.
Dude, I was laughing so hard.
That is so funny. That is so funny. He opens up the door and chucks at him and his dad, God damn, whatever.
That's my favorite video.
Yeah, that is hilarious. Yeah. I just want my Vaseline. Can I just have my Vaseline? Get it out of me! God damn it, Valdo! Yeah, that's a good one. That was a class. That is a classic.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, Matthew Donnelly. Have a great night, brother. And like I said, hopefully we see you next time, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all being here. It's funny. Cowboys window closed. It's closing. Once you start paying your players and you start taking up 30% of your cap with Cooper, Dak, it's going to be more than that.
Right.
Cooper, Dak, and Zeke, that'll be 40% of their cap.
And do you notice how, like, last year I used to hear all the time from Cowboy fans, especially Mark Holmes, oh, you guys you have too many old players. You're getting players over the 30 and all this stuff. Now that they're paying people, they are bringing in older, cheaper guys. Right. Like Gerald McCoy, Dontari Poe. These guys they're older. Yeah. I think Dallas, I think they got weak. I think they lost their best corner. They lost their best pass rusher.
Yep.
And, I think they're going to be a third-place team.
They're talking about Dontari Poe and Aldon Smith like they're going to be anything.
Yeah. I mean, really? We're worried about them?
I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't think they got any better. I think they got worse. Hello, Newman. Newman says, hello, Baddog. Hello, Philly. Calpatrano says, is that flirt and flouse? And Danny Alibrandi, how can I be the man when you're the man? But yeah, I do. I think Dallas went back, and this is why Giants fans are saying, can we win the division? Now, I don't think it's really, I wouldn't say it's not obtainable, but it's not realistic. But our division is not good. And I don't think you guys got better this offseason. I don't think Dallas got better this offseason.
I think we got better defensively.
Yeah, but I don't think I still don't think you guys are a 12-win team. If the Giants can find a way to go 4-2 in this division, which that's going to be difficult.
No, I don't. At this point right now, we're not. I think we're at 9-11 win at the back. Maybe 10-win team is what I've been saying. Right. But they haven't done anything on the offensive side of the ball. I got to see what they got to do. We're not done the off season yet, so there's still time.
And we both have really tough schedules. I mean, the NFC West and the AFC North. Those are going to be difficult games. And then, of course, within the division. So in this division, if a team is 5-1 in this division, they're probably going to win the division.
Well, for you guys, it's going to be all about Daniel Jones' progression from year 1 to year 2. Yep. If you get that progression Carson got in year 2, you're going to be tough. With him playing like that, with Saquon Barkley, you'll be in every game. Yep. Yep. So it just depends on his progression, really.
Yep. By the way, I just want to say again, thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subbed up my channel by any chance, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and check it out. Because I do live streams all the time. I do a bunch of Giants videos. I also needle the Eagles now and again. We do a lot of live streams, and it'll be awesome. So I appreciate you being here. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't. That always helps out the channel. So click that thumbs up button. And more importantly, though, sub up my man, Philly500. Link to his channel right there in the chat that I just dropped there. So please check him out, sub him up. And again, thank you all for being here. Really do appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I figured before I came on, Baddog would have a video up about Eagle fans because every time I do a live stream, somebody says something, I don't even see it. It's like, Eagle fans want to do. I'm like, where? I never said that.
I know you. Zach. Oh, one guy in your stream said, and you read it. You're like, Baddog, I didn't say that. I'm like, no, I know you didn't. You're like, well, you're gonna say I did. I'm like, no, I wouldn't say that. But yeah, one guy in Philly stream is going, oh, we could trade Zach Ertz to San Francisco for number 13 or whatever it was.
Right. One of my things is like, sometimes people say something, and I might not agree with it, but like, I don't want to embarrass people in front of other people. So I'll be polite about it.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? But like,
Punk him out.
Other times it's just like, hey, would you do this trade? Oh yeah.
Yep. Punk him. Have a great night, my man. Always appreciate Punk him in here. One of the presidents of the 420 crew. I got the 420 crew in the house, always. The 420
Oh, yeah.
Crew. Yeah, yep. They're always here. Smoke them because you got them, 420. Every time there's a 420 in a quarter, I always have to call it out. 420 left in the quarter. 420 is coming up soon. I believe it's Monday. I'll have to live stream Monday just for my 420.
Yeah, damn, it is.
Just for my 420 guys.
We're almost at 8 in May.
I know. It felt like February today out there.
Jeez,
it was freaking cold.
This whole world is insane right now.
It is insane. It is great. Sean, thank you guys. Appreciate that. He says both of you guys are great. Have a good night. What am I scared of in the Eagles draft, Brandon? I don't want you getting Henry Ruggs. I don't want you guys getting one of those top 3 receivers. I don't want Ruggs, Judy, or Lamb there. None of them. I don't want any of those guys here.
I want it so bad.
Thoughts on the Jets interested in Ruggs? The Jets should be interested in all 3 of those receivers because much like Carson Wentz, Sam Darnold has nobody to throw to. They just got Robbie Anderson.
Want to get him offensive tackle?
I don't know. Well, they can get him an offensive tackle, but who the hell is he going to throw to? Robbie Anderson, the best receiver's not even there. I don't even know who the hell the receivers are with the Jets.
I know, and this is the thing. This is what worries me. This is what I'm scared of because what I'm afraid of is that the Jets are going to go receiver, and then the Raiders are going to go receiver, and then the 49ers will go receiver, and then Denver's going to lose all 3, and they're going to say, you know what, we'll take Justin Jefferson. And then you're sitting there, and, okay, maybe you could go Mims or Rager, but all these teams behind you are now going, I got to get up and get a receiver. Yep. So you're screwed. I don't think the Eagles can sit at 21. They got to go up or they got to go down.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's a good point there. KP, if Tana streams on 420, I'll just stream before he comes on. That's all. I won't stream opposite him, but if he streams at like 8:40 or 8:30 like he normally does, maybe I'll stream for like an hour at 6 just because it's that day. Just because. And then I plan on hopefully doing Talking Giants on Tuesday. Then, of course, we'll have the draft on Thursday. So hopefully that's how we can do that. Freeze warning on Saturday, Waylon. Yeah, it's supposed to be freaking cold here. Sunday it's supposed to warm up, but the next couple of days, middle 40s, freaking wind, low in the 20s. It's awful here.
Dude, at this rate, we're going to be in the summer, and everybody's going to be stuck at home.
I go out running every day. I don't stay. Yeah. I feel like I'm in prison. Like I'm like, oh, I get an hour.
We're under house arrest, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, I get to go out for an hour and run around. It's pretty much what I get to do.
That's about it.
It's crazy, man. Did you know dabbers of concentrate say 710 because upside down it smells oil? I did not know that. I did not know that word.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
I have to think on that one for a little bit.
Chaz Crawford says Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in the NFC East.
Stop smoking weed. Not a chance.
Oh, man, we got some Jets fans up in the house. Good to see you guys over here as well. Jake, you just got hit with a tornado. I hope everybody's safe over there. Without a doubt. You know what I want to ask you? Yeah, definitely screw Landon Collins, Danny. I hate Landon Collins. What do you want to do with your tight ends? How do you want to keep Ertz there?
This has been a big heated debate for Eagle fans. Here's my thing. You've got your $25 million over the cap next year. You have Zach Ertz who wants a contract extension. Now, he turned one down in December because he wants to be paid as a receiver, like a receiver. Can't blame him. He's the number 1 target on the Eagles. Now, you got Dallas Goedert, who at the end of this year is eligible for a contract extension. I think the Eagles should shop Zach Ertz and try to get what they can. At least see if you can get something decent for him. Well, I mean, just throw it out there, see what you can get. Because when Kittle and Kelsey get paid, then Ertz is going to get paid even more. We know how that works. And you can't have 2 tight ends 4 or 5 years down the road. Both those guys can't be on this roster. So get something for him now. And see what you can get. I don't know what they can get, but at least shop them.
I completely agree. And Ertz is older. Ertz is 29, right?
29, yeah.
So he's not young like Kelsey and Kittle. So
no,
I agree with you. If I'm an Eagles fan, I'm the same way. I'm dumping Ertz. I'm not paying him. If you can get a 3rd-round pick for him, you take it. And then Goddard can play. So you keep Dallas Goedert there. I think that's what you should do. Because why would you pay Ertz? Because if you pay Ertz a 4-year deal, he's into his 30s. And right. He's going to slow down. Not everybody's Jason Witten, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates. Not everybody can play forever.
Right. And a lot of people will say, well, they love to play 12 personnel. But I don't think it's because they want to play 12 personnel. They're doing it because they got no other weapons.
Right. Yeah.
They got nothing else.
It's true.
So they have to. Yep. But what if you get to the point where Goddard's like, look, I don't want to be a backup tight end for 3-4 years. I'm going to go somewhere else. Right. You can't afford to lose him.
Angela David, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. $5 super chat. She says, both G-Men and Cowgirls will be sitting on the couch watching the Eagles in the playoffs.
I think she's very smart. There's a genius right there. She's a genius. She's absolutely correct.
It's very possible. I mean, I'm not going to say that's not possible because that is...
Kelsey's
30. Shit, I did not know Travis Kelce was 30.
Wow, I didn't either. I thought he was younger.
So did I. DJ Smooth, us getting Chase Young is slim to none, man. It'd be a miracle if he fell to us. Never say never, but I can't see it happening.
Yeah. I can't see Detroit passing him up.
Yeah, I me neither. Me neither. What was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say.
You know, the funny thing, though, with the whole Ertz thing is everybody, and I get it, Eagle fans, people are attached to Ertz. He catches a game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. I get it. But you got to think about the future of this team. And to me, it just makes sense.
Benjamin says, Texans trade 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks for Jared Goff. Also send Deshaun Watson to Rams. Yeah, I mean, if we want to get... Personally, me, I want to trade Evan Ingram. I don't think he's a future for the Giants. I don't... He doesn't block. He's always hurt. If you could get something for him, get him. Caden Smith did a really nice job.
Right.
I said, maybe we should give Bill O'Brien a call, see if we can get a couple of firsts from the Texans.
I know. I would have called him a lot of times. I don't understand what the hell he's doing, dude.
I don't either. I don't either.
That's some Chip Kelly shit.
I mean, you trade away the best receiver, arguably, in the league for a second-round pick. And then you trade for Brandon Cooks, who's had concussion problems. He's worse than DeAndre Hopkins, and he's getting paid about the same as DeAndre Hopkins. And you could have had a receiver in the second round better than Brandon Cooks. What in the hell are they doing there? And I feel so bad for Deshaun Watson because I love Deshaun Watson. He might be my favorite player in the NFL. Like, I love Deshaun Watson. Right?
Yeah, I like Deshaun Watson, too. I thought he was going to be a stud.
I feel bad for him.
I did too. I think this is a Chip Kelly situation. He's screwing the team up. He's screwing that roster up. I'm just upset, dude. I really thought that if DeAndre Hopkins was out there, the Eagles would have been aggressive. It was like the perfect guy to get.
But
perfect guy.
Sometimes they will ask more from other teams.
Yeah,
I know
it happens
for whatever reason.
Although I don't understand it, but yeah, I mean, I get it. I guess it just like I would have given a first-round pick up. For DeAndre. Like I would have given my first-round pick.
And I wouldn't blame you because
I mean, and then people could say, well, he wants to get paid $18 million a year. Okay, but you're paying Alshon Jeffrey like $26 million this year. He stinks.
Yeah, Benjamin says it all started since the Astros cheated in all sports teams. Houston get their karma. Yeah, damn Astros. I'm so glad the Nationals beat them last year.
Yeah,
cheated us out. The Astros cheated us twice, and the Red Sox cheated in 2018. There's a conspiracy, Philly. There's a conspiracy.
What's the conspiracy?
They had buzzers on their chest. They were wired. And then somebody was filming the catcher signs.
Right.
And they would buzz them.
What does NASA always say when the astronauts are there? Houston, we got a problem.
Right. Yeah.
So they were using NASA technology.
Right. The astronauts were helping out the Astros.
Yeah.
You see? A lot of ass going on there in Houston, Philly.
A lot of evil stuff. That's why the NASA symbol is actually a snake tongue. It's a forked snake tongue. That's what it is. That's why you know it's evil.
Maybe they just like to eat mice.
Well, I don't know. The snake, this evil, in the garden, Satan. It's all connected, dude.
Yes. Well, I got colored pictures of the moon. I can say the pictures.
Nobody got colored pictures of the moon.
Color.
I've seen one or two of them, and there's this blue glowing thing in the moon that they never talk about.
Yeah, I told you it's the ozone.
Go out on a half a moon. Go get a nice telescope or something, or a nice camera. Zoom in through the moon on the dark side. As it's getting darker side, you see through it. You can see through the moon. You can see stars through the moon. How the hell's that happen?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
You know what's going on, dude. Don't lie to the people.
It's all green screen technology.
I know
it's all green screen technology. No one talks about A-Rod's juicing, how he cheated the Phillies that are going back to back. People talk about it. All they do is talk about A-Rod juicing all the time.
A-Rod's juicing.
Of course they talk about that. Talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Who you got the Giants and Eagles drafting in the first round? Baddog and Philly500. Me, I think the Giants are going to go Tristan Wirfs. That's the guy I thought they were going to go with all along, so we'll see. I want Isaiah Simmons, but I think they're going to go offensive tackle.
I think if you go on a safe pick and we hear everybody, it's going to be Justin Jefferson. But I think I still think the Eagles are going to make a move. I'm going to still say they end up with Henry Ruggs. I believe Henry Ruggs.
You believe. You want that to happen.
I do. I want it bad, but I think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Skins love Tua. No, actually, I think Tua's fallen down the draft boards. I guess he failed a couple physicals. You don't really know about his health.
Still hurt, yeah.
And
see, here's a question for you, Baddog.
Yeah.
Because they can't see these doctors and you can't have medical exams, do you think guys like Tua, maybe Brandon Ayuk, who just had to have surgery, could these guys legitimately fall way back into the draft, or at least like a Ayuk who falls maybe late second round, something like that, because they can't meet with the doctors?
Yeah, I think I don't know. It's a really good question. I think a guy like Tua wouldn't fall too much. You know what I mean? I think somebody's going to take a shot at him, even if he does have to sit out for a year, because a lot of rookies sit out a year anyway. Yeah. I think you definitely could take a shot at a quarterback because, I mean, a guy like a quarterback's the most important position. So you obviously don't want to miss, but if somebody needs a quarterback, say the Raiders, and he falls back to 12, the Raiders already have 2 quarterbacks, so why not take a shot at him? And then maybe he's your guy. Right. Whereas a guy like Ayuk, he could fall farther because wide receiver, I mean, they're not as important, obviously, and he's not as talented as Tua. So a guy like that couldn't have fallen maybe an entire round.
Oh, that would be great if we could snag him late.
Banter says I need a few cheeseburgers and fries. I'm getting too skinny. I have lost a lot of weight. A lot of weight. 36 pounds. It's
Holy
crazy.
Shit.
Yeah. But I'm still jacked.
Ooh,
so it's okay. My
freaking gun show.
Yeah, Baddog Boot Camp, Philly.
I gotta go to Baddog
Boot Camp.
Wants to send me right now. My fridge is full. You know what I mean?
So is mine. It's just full of chicken.
I'm living good.
It's good because my waist is small. I've not been a 31.5-inch waist since I was 17 years old. I weighed 137 pounds.
No, what did you do differently?
Diet was everything.
Just diet.
I worked out like a madman all the time, but I cut my calories down to 1,300 to 1,600 a day. And then when I lost 17 pounds the first 3 weeks, and then it just fell off. And once I got to a certain point, I upped it to 2,000 calories, which I am at now. But I run so much, and then I work out on top of it. So I just continue to thin out now. Not really losing much weight. I mean, I'm about 183, which, I'm probably not going to drop much more than that. I don't think I can. But it's just crazy that I weighed 137 at this size. Now I weigh 183, so it just tells you what 45 pounds of muscles does your ass. Right. But I'm ready to go. This is why COVID ain't getting me, Philly.
No,
hell no.
I ain't getting you.
Well, I'm NASA. I know how to combat this thing.
Right.
Remember, so.
I know. You NASA's all in on it.
It's all green screen anyway. It's not real.
Oh, yeah. Just like your feet.
You showed your feet. I have 9 toes.
Ugly feet on YouTube. I told people.
Sincere Blue, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly. He says, Philly, how do you feel about a rebuilt secondary?
I think I'm excited about it. I like Slay. I like the Will Park signing. Hoping Sidney Jones will finally progress. I think it's okay. The only thing is I really thought they should have tried to keep Malcolm Jenkins. I think that was a mistake.
I actually think I saw, that was one thing I wanted to say. What's going on, Kev K? I saw Angela Dever asked if I could get you to do the spinning chair thing.
Nah, I got a nice little roller here.
Oh, you could definitely do it. Mine takes,
do it. It'd be easy.
Mine takes a little bit more work, obviously. Philly500, who would you be the most scared of the Giants drafting? And Baddog, who are you more scared of the Eagles drafting? Says Mariano Bedoya.
Isaiah Simmons.
Henry Ruggs.
Isaiah Simmons.
Henry Ruggs for me.
Isaiah Simmons for me.
I don't want them getting Henry Ruggs at all.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say is maybe this is a premonition or like a not a premonition. The hell am I trying to think of when you're talking about a prognostication?
Right.
Because the last time we didn't want the Giants to take somebody, they took Saquon Barkley.
I did not want Saquon Barkley. That was way worse than it would be Isaiah Simmons because I'm such a big Barkley fan at Penn State. But I don't want you to get Isaiah Simmons because I think he's going to be a dominant defensive player. Sean
John says the reports Giants' favorite tackle is Thomas. Awesome, because I love Andrew Thomas, and I've loved him since I saw him at Georgia. So that's great. Trey Anastasio says, "Did you do the Bad Dog song yet?"
I did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We broke that out.
Yeah, always got to break that out. Anytime I'm in his stream, even if I'm not in there, I'm sure people ask.
Oh, dude, I get the Baddog song more than any other song. Baddog, Trubisky, and then now my Nelson Aguilar song.
Yeah.
That's what I get all the time. Like, I could do a concert.
People
could
would
be happy if I do a concert.
Well, what the hell? You were supposed to do an album.
Yeah, I need to do an album. I want to do some ringtones.
Let me see if I still have this. I don't think I do. I mean, wait a minute. Let me. No, I don't think I have it anymore.
Which one?
You sent me a picture of the album cover.
Oh, yeah.
A long time ago, and I don't know if I still have it.
Yeah.
I'm looking
with
for
the
it.
entertainer, the dolphin over the head.
I'm looking for that. See if I have that on here somewhere. Forgot how long ago that was.
I have that one still. I think I have it somewhere.
Oh, Josh Satori, man, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate it so much, brother. Brilly. We'll hate to see Chase Young go to the Redskins, but I can't wait for him to crush Prescott. Oh yeah, that'll be awesome. Oh yeah, no, you know what? It was on my old phone, Philly.
Oh, your old phone. Yeah, it's right. You're an Apple guy now.
That's right. I am an Apple guy.
Yeah. I need to get a new computer, man. My computer's dead. I want to stream through it, but I don't even know what computer to get. I don't know how fast it's got to be.
Macs are great, man. I love my Mac.
Do you have a MacBook Pro or is it an Air?
No, this is a desktop Mac.
A desktop Mac. Yeah.
I like a desktop, man. I mean,
I do too.
C. Lamb, Baddog, it's him and then everyone else. Well, he and Judy are there. And then, I think there's a little drop off to Ruggs. Ruggs is a lot of speed. Yeah. But Lamb and Judy are, I think, the more, best talented overall.
Yeah, I agree.
Sincere Blue says, Philly, which Giants free agent edition are you most concerned about? Be honest.
The Giants free agent edition?
Yeah.
James Bradbury.
Yeah,
I thought that was the best pick. That was my number one corner going to free agency.
Yeah. How do you feel about Zach Bond? I like Zach Bond. I don't know what the diluted piss test is going to do to him.
I didn't know he had a diluted piss test. Well, sometimes that just happens by accident, though. That doesn't mean.
Right. He informed all 32 teams, and he did say it's because he drank a ton of water, which guys will do so they weigh more.
Dude, I had a diluted piss test before. I drank a Diet Mountain Dew going to get a drug test for a job, and I had to go right back because they called me up and I had to take it. It was just one of those things.
It's Diet Mountain Dew. That's why. That speaking of NASA, I think NASA's got something to do with the concoction of Mountain Dew. Like what is in Mountain Dew?
I don't know. Like I heard like bugs and shit. No, I'm not even kidding you. Like, if you look into, like Diet Mountain Dew, like, there's some wacky stuff in it, dude.
Yeah, I can imagine. It tastes awful. I don't know how anybody drinks Mountain Dew.
I like Mountain Dew, but I don't like Diet Mountain Dew.
No.
I don't like diet soda.
I love it. I live on diet soda.
I don't like the aspartame.
I got hooked on it. I mean, I never used to drink diet soda. I hated it. It was disgusting. And years ago, I mean, this is when my wife had pretty much just moved in with me. So you're talking, 19 years ago. And there was nothing to drink in the house. And she did drink diet soda. And there was like a diet cherry Pepsi there or something. And I'm like, I'm like thirsty. I'm like, I got to drink this. And I'm like, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. And then I had another one and then hooked on aspartame. That was it. I mean, that's all artificial sweetener in my coffee. Everything's diet iced tea, diet Mountain Dew, vitamin water, zero. Everything is
right.
I'm hooked on it.
That's good though. It's good, I guess.
I don't know if it's good. There's just no calories in it. No. That's all. It is to Afghanistan. It's great. Giants record prediction, New York Sports Hub. If I'm being honest, probably 6-10. 6-10.
Hopefully 4-12, 5. Well, I don't want you guys to keep getting high picks, though. I need you to fall back a little bit. So you need to win a little more games, but not enough.
Yes. I do like to taste the diet better of stupid videos. Yes, I do. Haskins in Washington is better than Daniel Trubisky. He is. He's not better than Daniel Jones, though. L.A. Drolla, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Brilly, my man. He says, 500, is DJ already the second best quarterback in the NFC East?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Now, I'm projecting a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I believe Dallas has taken a step back. They've already got problems. They already got off the field problems. Dak is, their whole host of parties, getting in trouble. Yeah. This is a beautiful thing already.
I agree because, listen, I already made a video before the year started that Daniel Jones would be better than Dak Prescott.
Remember.
And I made a video he'd be better than Sam Darnold. And I made a video that started the whole thing that he'd be better than Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
I never made one that'd be better than Carson Wentz. I haven't made that.
No. But I tell you what, they gotta give Carson a weapon. He needs some help.
Yeah. So does Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
So does Daniel Jones. Yes, KP, talking Giants tomorrow night. Yes, with a bunch of guys. It's going to be like a New York Giants roundtable tomorrow night. Dak is going to get the virus, get permanent lung damage. Well, I don't hope that on him. No. I don't want that to happen. I want him to have a good year, and I want him to get $40 million a year.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Michael, man, have a great night. You got a 4-mile run tomorrow morning. Nice. I always run at lunch, and then I run after work. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I
run right to the fridge.
I don't blame you. And it's freezing out. I always sit there and go, God, I got that wind blowing in my face. It's 37 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour wind in my face, sleet pounding on me, and I'm like, all I keep thinking to myself is this is just going to toughen me up. And I can't wait for it to be nice. I start thinking of like Rocky training in Siberia.
Right.
And I just want to start screaming Drago as I run down the street. I'm just like, just deal with it. No, it's not even the cold. It's just, it hurts. I have shin splints from when I used to run track. And man, when it's cold, those things hurt. My calves want to cramp. I'm just because it's hard to get your muscles loose when it's cold. So
you're old now. We're in our 40s.
Yeah, I know. We are oldest.
We're old men.
I don't know how the hell that happened.
Just one day you wake up and you're old.
I don't know
what the hell's going on.
I don't know. I have any idea how the hell it happened. 500. How do you feel about this upcoming season? Says Nate 2X.
In terms of how the Eagles are going to be, or if we're going to play with everything going on. I mean. I think the Eagles. I think they're a division-winning team right now. Maybe a first, second-round playoff team. They got to get better on offense. They can be more. As far as like the season stuff goes, I have no idea what's going to happen. But I think that they're taking way too many precautions. They just need to stop.
Yeah. Jake Paul's a star quarterback. Nice. Maybe you can take over for Dak when he's done. Afghanistan has shit. I swear to God, Afghanistan's like my long-lost brother. Like, we have so much damn stuff in common. It's unbelievable. And he has the shin splints on top of it. So we must have got separated at some point, I think.
Every time I hear Afghanistan, I think of the Afghanistan Giant.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, Afghanistan Giant.
Yeah, there's a story about an Afghanistan Giant. It was a cave in Afghanistan, and these soldiers went. And there was this giant that was literally in this cave, came out, started skewering these guys. They started shooting his ass. And there was a big fight. And this is a true story. It's called the Afghanistan Giant story. Check it out on YouTube. Real story. True story.
I don't know what Rashida Busha said. That seems like it's his big problem. I don't know if that's French. But yeah, we've got an issue going on here all around the world. DWG hadn't said anything. That one won't come up. He said, "Oh boy."
Hey, it's a true story.
Oh, he said that was his uncle. His uncle
might have been there. Who knows?
No, it might have been his uncle. You ever seen how tall DW?
No, this dude was. I think he weighed. I think they said 800 pounds. It was like 14, 15 feet. I'm serious. You gotta go watch. There's stories on this. It's true. Happened.
Oh man.
Giants were real. Okay, Giants were real.
They were real, and now we suck.
Technically, you guys are evil too, because you got Dallas with the star. They're satanic. You got the Giants, which are evil in themselves, because if you know the Giants from the stories of old, they're evil. They have 6 fingers, 6 toes. They eat people. All those kind of things. Yeah, then you get the Eagles. We're the team of liberty.
DWG said, after this, he's going to be 800 pounds.
Yeah, after this, I might be.
Luke, I ran the 100, the 200, and the 4x100. Those are what I ran. I did not. I was a sprinter. Philly500, who's the biggest jerk you've ever met from the Eagles? sports expert?
That's an interesting question. How about it? How long do you have to be an Eagle for? There was a Redskin who a guy who played the Redskins. I got in a little pushing match at a bar, and then he wound up signing with the Eagles like 6 months later. So I didn't like him too much, but he didn't last.
Strahan, probably the biggest jerk I ever met.
See, everybody I've ever met has been really nice. I met Reggie, Randall, Brian Mitchell, Brian Westbrook. Most of those guys I can think of are nice.
Johnny T says, "What up, fellas? I heard the White House daily press conference about the virus day. They're going to start letting some businesses open, including gyms. Oh, God, please let that gym open again. Please. That's one thing I do, Philly. I run a mile, walk a mile, run a mile, walk a mile, run. I don't run for 3 straight miles. I can do that, but I don't because I like to take a breath. I like to just relax, listen to my music.
Right.
I go by my gym every day, and I look in there, and I just go, I miss you. I miss you. Just let me in there one damn time. I can't wait to get – I hope what Johnny T's saying is right.
I hope they need to open things back up.
They do.
This is ridiculous.
Yep, they do.
I'm sorry, but look, I know some people need to be home and whatever, but I don't think everybody needs to be home.
Yeah, I do. I agree. I said, listen, can you just give me a key so I can get into the gym by myself? I go, listen, you can take my, I told her this too. I said, you can take my temperature every time I walk in here. Can I please keep coming in here?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the whole other thing. Like, where's this whole thing going to lead? Are they going to sit there and say that now you have to, in order to go back to work, you have to have a vaccination? You have to have something that you can give, like a paper? Are we in Nazi Germany now? Like, that's the stuff that I worry about with this whole thing.
Yeah. Strahan isn't a jerk, Baddog. Probably just had a bad experience. No, I saw Strahan at training camp for 11 years. It wasn't an experience. 11 years I saw him there. From 96 to 2007, I saw Strahan at training camp. Guy was not a nice guy. Not nice. Guy was an ass. It wasn't one time I met him. I saw him all the time. Every day for 11, well, every day at training camp for 11, well, not every day, but I would take like 3 weeks off. And every time I went there, he was a jerk. Every time. So, yeah. The Earth is healing. It will continue to kill us if we keep effing up. Well, I don't know.
The what?
That's what DWG said.
Wait, the Earth is healing?
Do you think the vaccine is going to put like these chips in us so they can track us wherever they go?
Yeah. Well, because if you listen to what Gates said, he talked about the vaccine with a digital tattoo.
There you go.
That will have all your information. So I won't take it.
What did Strahan do that makes him a jerk? Okay, number one, he was very rude to people at training camp all the time. He wouldn't sign a damn autograph for anybody. And I mean, I watch him turn away 5-year-old kids, turn his back on them. I'm not fucking signing that. I'm not doing that. Guy was a dick. I don't know what else to say. So, I mean, that's one thing that sucks about, like, me. I was never a huge Strahan guy anyway. I liked Strahan when he played here. I was never, like I was an LT guy. So LT was my guy, right? I've never met LT, so I don't know how he is. But it's the one thing that sucks is when you really look up to a guy and you're like, this guy's a star, and I just want to meet him, and he turns out to be just nothing you expect him to be. Yeah. Such a letdown. I didn't care that he didn't sign autographs for me. I didn't care. That don't bother me. But a 5-year-old kid, why can't you give a kid an autograph?
Yeah. See, and my experience with going to training camp, and Reggie White was there, and that whole Buddy Ryan team, and I was younger. I was like, in those impressionable days, I just remember him waving to it was a group of us, and he waved to us, and you could tell that every player looked up to him, like, you know what I mean? You could just tell the way he carried himself, and to that day, Reggie White's been my favorite. There's just nobody like him.
Yeah, that's awesome. Alex Sports is exactly right, Baddog. Oh, you can ask anybody that went to the training camp. I mean, they'll tell you that's how he was. Yeah. That's how. Yeah. How old is 500?
I am 44.
So you're 1 year older than me.
Yeah.
1 year older than me. I do know Von Miller has asthma, so that's not good. Yeah, people. Well, I'm sincere blue. I'm not gonna see Michael Strahan ever again. I just know that he was. That's how he was. I can't know how he is now. And listen, I know he hated training camp. Okay,
Right.
I know he hated training camp. He hated it, which is you know, and they used to do 2-a-days, and he did not like Tom Coughlin. But you know, Tom Coughlin was one of the nicest guys there. Tom Coughlin was great. Before practice, after practice, he'd be really pissed off because he was always mad at them. But yeah, in the morning he's the nicest guy. Coughlin was really.
I can't think of anybody who was really like. I've never had any issues with anybody. You know.
Yeah.
Every Eagle I've met has been pretty cool.
Most of like I said, most of the Giants that I met were really nice guys. Ian, we got Times in the house. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Christian Jakes, what do I think about Chase Young? One of the best players in this draft.
Yeah, stud.
Beast. Unbelievable, man. This guy wanted the Giants to draft in the middle of the year. I kept talking about Chase Young.
Right.
Strahan's teeth are practicing social distancing. Very nice.
I like it.
Very nice. Favorite Giant I ever met. Seahorn was really nice. And Seahorn was my favorite player back then. Really nice. Amani Toomer was really nice. But favorite Giant I ever met, Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz was incredibly. I met him 2012. I didn't meet him in 2012.
Okay.
Last year that they were up here, they were giving away Terrell Thomas t-shirts, and I actually had not a press pass, but I had a special pass where I could get down to the field. And, you know, he's signing autographs. It was rainy, and I was afraid that they weren't going to sign autographs. I had my nephew there. My son wasn't born yet. I got my 8-year-old nephew there at the time, and I want to get him some autographs and stuff. And I'm thinking it's raining. They're not going to sign. Well, Victor Cruz is out there. And these women, they're like about 10 feet to the left of me. And they're like, Victor do the salsa, Victor do the salsa. And I'm thinking, oh, God, he's going to walk away. Like, he's going to walk. He must hear this all the time about the salsa and everything else, you know. He doesn't. And then he gets over to me, you know, when he signs my helmet, he signs football, he signs football for my wife, signs it for my nephew. And I say, hey, you know, do you mind if I get a picture with you? And he's like, oh, no, absolutely not. So he takes a picture of me. And, I mean, the guy just had a huge breakout season. He became a superstar overnight, you know, won a Super Bowl, and the guy acted like, you know, he was that same kid that, you know, didn't make the team when he scored 3 touchdowns against the Jets. I mean, he was a very humble, very nice guy.
Yeah.
Other story from that same day, Corey Webster, I ruined his career. Because Corey Webster, comes up, he does sign my helmet. Now, I played cornerback in high school, so I like the secondary guys. They're my guys. That's why I like defense. I like the secondary guys. I like the safeties. I've always been like, that's why Eric Allen's one of my favorite players. Steve Atwater was one of my favorite players. Rod Woodson, Dion. Like, I loved all the corners.
Yeah.
So I say to him, I'm like, hey, man, can I get a picture with you, you know? He's like, yeah, man. He goes, yeah, I got you. I just got to go do something over here. I'll be right back. He never came back. His career went right in the toilet. Don't ever turn me down. All I wanted was a picture. I'm thinking to myself, who the hell's asking Corey Webster for a damn picture? Victor Cruz, I get it. But who the hell's Corey Webster? He should have been honored that I... No, I wasn't Baddog yet. Well, yes, I was, but I wasn't on YouTube.
Well, you were, but you weren't.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. Wow. That's interesting.
Was Plexico? Plexico was decent, yeah, but he wasn't like... I don't know. I don't really remember Plex, to be honest with you. But he wasn't, you know... He wasn't mean. Shockey was really nice. Tiki Barber was really nice. Tiki was a great guy.
I could see that.
Charles Way was a really nice guy. There was a bunch. They were all nice for the most part.
Yeah.
Like they really.
I've never.
Ahmad Bradshaw was really nice. Like they Jacobs. They were all good guys.
Yeah, I've never had issue with anybody really.
Yeah, just like I said, just straight. Junior was not a nice guy either.
No,
he wasn't a nice guy either. Tuck was really nice. Like I said, most of the Giants were very nice guys.
Yeah.
I actually had dinner with a couple of them. And I don't know if I've ever told you this story. I know people in the chat have heard. So Josh Brown, our kicker. Mm-hmm. I did this thing at a church. It was like a youth thing. And Prince of Mukamura and Josh Brown are there. Prince of Mukamura is a very weird guy. Just a weirdo. Like, I don't even know what to say. He's just a weird guy.
Right, okay.
Weird. He's just weird. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Just a weirdo. Josh Brown comes up. First thing he says in front of the group is, I stand before you a broken man. And he talks about how he used to beat on his wife and how he used to abuse her. And he could bench press 350 pounds. And he was an NFL star, so he had a God complex. And he felt he could do whatever he wanted and get away with it. But then he found the Lord. and he changed his ways
Right.
and all this stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this guy is amazing. Come up here and tell us this story about this and say this in front of people he doesn't know. And then to talk to him afterwards, and he was so nice, and he talked to you, and he signed a bunch of stuff. Like, what a great guy. And then 2 years later, he does the same thing. What a piece of shit that guy is. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, you lying sack of shit. In church, you did that. And I'm not even a churchgoer, but are you kidding me?
Right.
Wow. I'll never forget that as long as I live. I will never, ever forget that.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy.
That was crazy. Growing up, I hated Peyton and his big-ass forehead, says Benjamin. Yes, Niall Kelly, we will be live for the draft. Chris and I are doing all 3 days of the draft, yes.
That's awesome. I'm going to do at least the first two.
Yeah.
The third day, I don't know. It's early, right? The third day.
Yeah. It's like a middle afternoon.
What I'm afraid of is that this is going to be like the slowest draft ever because they're going to have the whole telethon thing going on and just like don't drag it out. I can't take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Big Ben says, God bless you guys. Yes, God bless
you.
God, Jesus right in my corner over there.
And
that's the whole reason when Graham Gano kicked the 63-yard field goal and I dropped dead, I was resurrected.
This is why the Eagles come back against the Giants all the time.
Why?
God loves us more than the Giants.
I don't know. About that.
That's right.
I don't know about that. You guys do beat us in the weirdest freaking... I
Dude,
mean, it is like...
I've never seen anything like it.
It is impossible. The way you guys beat us. And it's like we try to lose. You know, the last 2 years of Pat Shurmur, it's like, oh, we're kicking their ass. Hey, let's not do that anymore. Let's change the entire complexion to go a totally different game plan and go away from everything that worked in the first half so they can beat us. Twice they did that.
I know. You know, the thing is funny is like when I was streaming, like even this past year when you guys were up on us in Philly, and we came back over, I kept telling people, this is the Giants. They're going to lose this game.
Always do.
And people were like, we're going to lose. I'm like, no, we're going to win this game. I mean, the craziest things, of course, you got the miracle of Meadowlands. Now, a lot of people, what they don't remember, you may remember this game, where it's an overtime game, and the Giants the Eagles are kicking a game-winning field goal, and the Giants block it. And the Eagles kick the field goal on third down, and Clyde Simmons picks it up. Runs it in for a touchdown.
I do remember that.
Nobody ever talks about
I remember that one too. We can't. It happened all the time. Carl Banks has freaking Randall Cunningham dead to rights. Somehow he gets the hell out of it and throws a touchdown.
I know.
Like, what the hell? I remember a game.
The block Keith Byers made on him one time was
oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. Yeah. I'll tell you this. There's another one. I think it was 1997. If I'm not mistaken, we're beating you 14-10. You haven't moved the ball the entire freaking game at all.
Yeah.
You can't move it. You can't. The defense is dominating. They kick it to Brian Westbrook and returns a damn punt for a touchdown less than 2 minutes ago in '97. This shit happens to us all the time against you guys, all the time.
It's the strangest.
It is ridiculous. I can remember Vi Sikahima returning the punt and going to the goal post. You know, I remember that. I remember all this crap.
I know.
That's why people wonder why I hate the damn Eagles the way I do.
They always seem to be, even when you guys were winning Super Bowls. I mean, I think one year you were like 10-0.
You guys kicked our ass. Yeah, 31-13.
But you would always beat the Redskins.
Oh, we still do.
You would always beat the Redskins.
We still do.
And the Redskins would always beat us.
Yeah.
And we would always beat you. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
You know?
It is. We do. We kill the Redskins all the time. Even when we're bad, we beat their ass. I'm ready for the draft, Sebastian. Yes, I am ready for the draft.
I know.
I think everybody
just can't wait.
Hey guys, Baddog. What was I gonna say? Fletcher Cox, Myles Garrett. I gotta go Myles Garrett.
I like Fletcher Cox. Myles Garrett, what's he doing?
Yeah, he's hitting people with helmets. Taco Nacho. I did see a little bit of the Joe Judge press conference, or the conference call rather. Listen, at this juncture, like Philly was talking about on his stream earlier. By the way, anybody that hasn't subbed up Philly500, guys, here's a link to his channel. So please go over there and sub him up. He does live streams, videos all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be streaming the draft, so definitely check him out, sub him up, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Like he was saying on his stream earlier, smoke and mirrors this time of year. You don't know what's real and what's not. It's kind of like NASA.
Yeah.
You don't know what's real and what's not. You don't know what.
Oh, I know what's real and what's not.
But you
so
don't.
Seeing the thing go up to the moon is not real. Okay? They always got the camera on one angle, and it's just perfect angle, right?
Yeah.
Put the cameras going up and going down. Do a live stream so I can watch the whole thing uninterrupted. Yeah. Then I'll believe it.
By the way, if you guys haven't subbed up to my channel, I also encourage you to do that. Sub up this channel, ring the bell. I do tons of Giants videos. I do live streams every other night. When there's sports, I do live play-by-plays for baseball, basketball, football, and college basketball, or college football, rather. So hope you guys will sub up. The Desbian says Okuda, Simmons, or Wirfs or Wills if they're available. I want Simmons. I'm a Simmons guy. No doubt about it. And if we're going line, I want Wills. But those, or Thomas. I mean, Simmons, Wills, Thomas. Those are my top three. If
I was a Giant fan, that's probably what I would say too. I just think Isaiah Simmons is going to be a beast.
Yeah. Right now, who do I think we pick? I still think that the Giants are going offensive tackle. I do. Benjamin Wynn. I got to catch my breath. Benjamin Wynn, thank you for the super sticker, my man. I appreciate it. Brilly.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Here we go again.
Bad dog.
I feel like I'm trying
to around the world.
I feel like I'm trying to break a curse when I do that.
Look like it.
It looks like something.
You look like you're tied up and you're trying to get out. Like
yes.
You just got robbed.
I'm practicing like MacGyver over here.
Yeah, exactly.
But Benjamin, thank you for the super sticker, man. I really do appreciate it.
I wonder if the young people even know who MacGyver is.
No, probably not. I dated myself.
Dude, you know my Die Hard intro? Like, I'll get people, what movie is that from? I'm like, really? You don't
Wow. Yeah, Die Hard's a classic. Yeah. This time he doesn't ride off into the sunset. It's John McClane or Gary Cooper, asshole. Love that. I like the intro you had today with Lord Brunson when the dog walks out.
Oh my God, that dog! Everybody asked if that was like made up. I was at my sister's house in Vegas. Now my other sister has a dog. She brings a dog over. It's in the backyard. I never met that dog. Didn't know it was back there. There's a little place where you can go, like in the back by the pool where the pumps are. So I just start filming. I just see this thing coming, and my first thought was that's a mountain lion. And then I jumped up, and I realized huge. It's huge. And then I say something, and if it would have come at me, I was jumping in that pool. like that was my plan because it wouldn't go in the pool. But like that dog scared the crap.
Yeah. Sports expert. I will when I do the all member stream. I'll put it in my community notes. It'll probably be after the draft. Because I know this week leading up to it, it's going to be busy. There's going to be a lot of collabs and stuff. But it'll probably be like after the draft. So, maybe not this next week, the week after. We'll do the members only stream that night. Any collabs with Josie McFly this year? Yeah, if there's Yankee baseball, New York Sports Hub, I definitely love to work with Joe's again. That was awesome last year. Are the Eagles our kryptonite? They have been last decade. Yeah. So. Definitely.
It should continue.
That dog is massive. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. It's huge.
Chris Morris said Barkley. What did Philly think of T.O. having played for the Eagles?
I loved T.O. I was so excited when they got him. I thought, that year he played with us, he was perfect. And then everything happened with him and McNabb. And, when it's going on, you don't know who to believe. But after years have passed, I think that was on Donovan, dude. I think it was Donovan's fault. I think he didn't like T.O. coming and getting all that love. He didn't speak up for him about a contract, and I think a lot of it was on Donovan, dude.
Yeah,
I would have loved to keep T.O. I mean, we had some good years left there. If they could have just played together.
Yeah, were you happy for Andy Reid winning the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I was. Too.
I mean, I'm not an Andy. Like some people hate Andy Reid or hate the idea that he won, but I like Andy Reid. I respect everything he did and has done. Yeah.
When are the Giants going to beat the Cowboys, Ryan, this year? Benjamin, thank you so much for the super sticker, my man. I appreciate it, brother. Really, is that Tom Brady in his thumbnail?
Who's?
Benjamin, is that Tom Brady? I'm a huge Tom Brady fan, so I asked. Here we go again. Everybody says to me about Tom Brady and the Patriots. Like, Baddog, how do you not hate the Patriots? They play in Boston. I said, because they're not our rival. Just like I don't hate the Phillies. I'm indifferent about the Phillies. The Mets hate the Phillies. Yeah. I hate the Red Sox. But I don't hate the city of Boston. I hate the Eagles. I hate the Cowboys. The Patriots, we play them once every 4 years.
That's how I feel too. I don't hate the Patriots. They don't get on my nerves, or I don't hate them as much as other people do.
Yeah.
But I do get sick of them winning all the time. I'm not gonna lie. That
Oh, it's Brady. I'm a Rams fan, but I hate golf. I'd rather have Brady. I got you, Benjamin.
Do you think Brady's going to be good in Tampa?
I do.
Yeah. I think if he's got 60-70% left with those weapons, he's going to be good.
I'm very interested to see who they draft. If they go wide receiver, can you imagine them adding Henry Ruggs? Tampa picks 14th, I think.
I don't want that.
Can you imagine Henry Ruggs, Mike Evans, and Godwin?
No,
Brady?
that would be sick.
The thing I'm interested in seeing is everybody always talked about Brady's great because of Belichick. Belichick was great because of Brady. It'll be interesting to see who does better.
Yeah, the problem is that Brady's older now. So if he's really shot and he doesn't have anything left, you're never really going to know.
Right, but the Patriots have no quarterback. They have Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, they don't have anybody yet,
do
they?
Nobody. Now, I can see Jameis Winston ending up there.
Or Cam. What about Cam?
Cam could end up there, too.
Yeah.
But
that's surprising.
It'll be interesting to see for sure. But I've always been a Brady fan, and a lot of it's because I have so many rookie cards of Brady, so I was always like, that was a business proposition.
Yeah.
But right. I am not a guy that gets mad at winners. Like, people get mad when teams continue to win, and they'll hate on him. People hated on Jeter because he won all these championships and everything else, and they hate on Brady and they cheat and blah, blah, blah. But me, I'm inspired by guys that win like that. I think that's who you should aspire to be. I always say, I'm never jealous of somebody because if I feel that somebody's more successful than me, well, I want to emulate, kind of what they do. And that's kind of what I do with YouTube. I look at what guys do, and what they're successful at, and I try to I don't take everything they do. Like, I don't steal what they do, but I take bits and pieces of everything and put my own style on it because I'm like, well, this works. This works. Everybody that succeeded in something was inspired by somebody else. Right. Everybody. All musicians got their music from somebody else. Directors got their movies from somebody else. You always do that. When I do a basketball stream, a lot of the things that I say, I take bits and pieces. I use Walt Clyde Frazier. I use Marv Albert. I use Bill Raftery. I use NBA Jam. There's a lot of things I do, and I mix it all together and I put my spin on it. There's a couple things that I make up myself, like Kerplunk, which caught on really nice. But I don't know.
No, I think that's fair. Now, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
If the Patriots beat the Giants in those 2 Super Bowls, would you feel the same way about the Patriots?
I wouldn't hate them because honestly, to me, they were better than us in 2007. There's no doubt about that. I wouldn't have been mad at all because they should have beat us, and so should have Dallas, and so should have Green Bay. They all should have beat us, and they just didn't. We were a special team that year. 2011. I wouldn't, because we had already beaten them. I wouldn't have been mad.
Right.
And we were 9-7 that year. So I couldn't get mad at them then either. It's not like when we played the Patriots, we were the superior team. And the same thing happened when we lost to the Ravens. Like, I don't like the Ravens. And that has to do with Ray Lewis and Joe Flacco. I've never liked those guys. But people ask me what's the hardest loss I ever took, and I always say it's a 2008 loss to the Eagles because I feel like we were better than you that year, but no Burris hurt us.
Was that where you were repeating as champs?
Yes.
And you were the number 1 seed?
That team was amazing.
That's where McNabb calls on the phone, right? In moron.
But I'm like, no, in Super Bowl 35, we got our ass whooped by a better team. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Didn't like it, but I can live with it.
Yeah.
Cyan Richard, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it so much. Brilly says delivery's going wonderful. That's good. Stay safe. Pizza delivery, man, right there. Cyan Richard. He says, let's go Giants for life. You're damn right. You're damn right, baby.
I hate the Giants.
You're damn right. Nah, you love them.
Everybody always asks me, who do you hate more, the Cowboys or the Giants? And I always say to them, it really depends who at the moment. Because at certain moments, I hate the Giants more than I hate the Cowboys.
Happens with me and the Cowboys and Eagles.
The Cowboys more. It just depends. Like last year, I hated the Cowboys a lot more. last few years.
It says that I always say that to me. The same thing, like, who do you hate more, the Cowboys or Eagles? And I'm like, it depends on the day.
Yeah, it really does.
I don't know why you'd hate us. You kick the hell out. That's why I don't hate the Redskins. I mean, we own the hell out of them. Even when I was a kid, we owned the hell out of them. In 1986, the Redskins lost 5 games the entire season, including the playoffs. The whole year, they were 13-5 that year. And or I'm sorry, they were 14-5 that year.
When I was really young and started just watching football, it was Jaws. It was Jaworski versus Lawrence Taylor. He got killed.
Oh, Taylor
you guys
murdered him. Yeah.
Then under Buddy, we won, and then there was a streak.
Late 90s. The late 90s.
It was like a 13-game.
Yeah, we killed you in the late 90s.
It drove me nuts.
Yeah.
For years.
From like 96 through 2000. 2000, we beat you 3 times in 2000 when we went to the Super Bowl.
I remember that.
And that Jason Sehorn interception.
With the interception, yeah.
That was crazy.
I remember that. But we were like young too, like at that point. And then I remember the next year was like the whole season was about beating the Giants, and then we beat you late on a touchdown to Thrash.
Yeah, always that shit always happens. Simon said, "Did you like McNabb? He was an ass."
Yeah, I liked McNabb until McNabb said that he didn't know there were ties in football during the Cincinnati overtime loss.
There's a lot of Eagle fans in here. I see Green brought the birds. I see Trey brought the birds. I see Azalea brought the birds. I see Brian brought the bird. Angela brought the birds. Julianus brought the birds. Where are my Giants fans at?
There you go. We run it. We run this show.
There you go.
Take over Baddog Street.
It's like the last. It's like the last game in the MetLife Stadium when it was taken over by Eagle fans.
We travel well, my man. We travel well.
Kenny Tompkins, though, he's here. He's a Giants fan.
Nah, nobody's perfect. What are you gonna do?
Chris Moore said McNabb was an ass.
Was he? I mean, I never met McNabb.
Yeah, I didn't.
I went to a. I went to it. Brian Mitchell used to have a yearly like charity thing where he would auction off stuff, and it was in Maryland. It was right after he signed with the New York Giants. So he was at this. I went to this charity. Somebody had tickets. They invited me. And you go, and he's working the bar. So he's making me drinks, and he keeps going, "Hey, look, I'm going to do this to you guys." He was awesome. Brian Westbrook was there, and he just finished his rookie year. I got to meet him, got to talk to him, real nice guy. And McNabb was on the list, and everybody kept talking like, "Well, where's McNabb?" He never showed.
Nah, of course. He's probably sick on chunky soup. Probably happened there. McNabb, I hated McNabb. I could not stand Donovan McNabb. I hated him at Syracuse because I hate Syracuse with a passion. Everyone's like, how do you hate Syracuse?
Right.
And I'm like, it goes back to when I used to watch college basketball when I was growing up. Late 80s, early 90s. I was a Georgetown fan because Patrick Ewing came from Georgetown. And I loved Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe Mutombo and Allen Iverson. I just loved Georgetown. So I hated St. John's. I hated Syracuse. And then I just ended up hating Syracuse forever. I still hate Syracuse. Although when they were playing Clemson a couple years ago, I was rooting for Syracuse to beat them because I do like the upset. But, so he came from Syracuse. Yeah. And then he went to Philly. And I'm like, that is a double dagger. I'm like, I hate this guy already.
That's perfect for you. Yeah. Look, I've heard stories about McNabb. I never met him. I think he's very jealous, though. Like, he comes off very jealous.
McNabb?
Yeah.
He should be. Benjamin Wynn, this is kind of a mystery. I don't know if Mr. A. Lewis Sr. is in here, because Mr. A. Lewis Sr. always comes up with these very clever sayings. Like if he super chats, sometimes he just comes up with really clever sayings. So Benjamin Wynn says, speaking of McNabb, didn't he McNabb all the McRibs from Mickey D's?
I think he did, yeah. I think he did.
Yeah, Strahan, I love Strahan because he owned McNabb. Well, he didn't own McNabb. He owned John Runyon. Which, by the way, in one of my 7-round Giant mock drafts, I have his kid going to us in the 7th round.
Oh, do you really? I just watched the interview about it, with his kid. He looks exactly like his father, dude. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting him late.
Yeah, I like in the 7th round. Another guy that I thought that Johnny goes 7th round, Brandon Bowen out of Ohio State. He's a big guy. Like I said, I like doing the later round. Like, I like getting in the late rounds and trying to figure out the sleeper. The sleeper I'm going with, though, is Anthony McFarland. I love Anthony McFarland.
I honestly have not spent as much time in the late rounds this year. I've been so occupied with the amount of wide receivers
Yep.
in this draft. Like every time you think you found another good guy, then you watch somebody else and you're like, damn. I mean, it is so talented.
It is. It is very talented. It is. JJ Trilla, thank you for the super chat, my man. Brilly, he followed you over here, Philly.
JJ Trilla's the man. He loves to give me crap on my Eagles.
I like that he calls him Carson Bradford, a.k.a. the fumble assassin.
Yeah, I always change the words whenever he says something.
Listen, at least at least he can understand that Carson fumbles. You know, Daniel Jones fumbled a ton. And everybody got in his case. But nobody mentions that Carson Wentz has fumbled 47 times.
Except for Mark Holmes, who does like 5 videos a week about Carson Wentz and his fumbles.
Mark Holmes does do a lot of videos.
My God.
I have to. So what I'm going to do this weekend, and I have to work on a first round mock. I got to figure out StreamYard. And I, and Mark Holmes are streaming together one night on this channel.
Let's do it.
I have got to figure out StreamYard, and I'm going to bring you both in here, and we're going to do it. And then I got to get a Redskins guy too. Maybe I'll bring Ed Oliver back. I love Ed Oliver, so maybe I'll bring him back.
Oh yeah.
I got to set that up. I've got to get Giants, Redskins, Cowboys, Eagles. I got to get you, Holmes, Ed Oliver, myself. Got to do it. I got to figure out StreamYard, and we're doing that. We're going to do it. All right,
sounds good.
That'll be awesome. We'll go over like another 10 minutes, guys, and we'll call it an evening. It is Thursday night. Oh, I do have to get up.
Dude, I woke up so early this morning, dude. I woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I found all this Nikola Tesla stuff I was looking up. And of course I had to send you 5 in the morning. I'm sending you Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, you did. You sent me something. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning here. And I'm like,
yeah.
I say to my wife, I go, damn. I say, he's up at 5 in the morning. What the hell is he doing? It was 8:05. I got the text. I go, that's 5:05 over there.
I fell asleep watching conspiracy stuff at like 1, and I woke up at like 5. And I was like, oh, Tesla stuff. Oh, let me go.
Yeah, Simon, Lamar Jackson did fumble a lot of his rookie season. I actually mentioned that in one of the videos I did a while back about Daniel Jones' fumbling problems. I mentioned Carson Wentz. I mentioned a lot of guys have fumbled a lot.
It happens, yeah.
It does. It does. You just got to secure it. It doesn't help when you're getting blindsided by a 325-pound lineman.
No, and it doesn't help that, look, I mean, I know Carson holds the ball long sometimes.
That's
but
what
I
Daniel
think if
does,
you give
too.
him weapons, it would help.
Yep. Well, Mr. Lewis Sr. said I missed this comment. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh. Shoot, where is it? Type it again, Mr. Lewis Sr. I don't see it back here. Oh, I see. I missed your last comment. That was it. I didn't see the comment though. I see Spunky's in the house again. Spunky's back.
Shout out to Spunky.
Yeah, he's a good Eagle. He's a good Eagles fan
great.
too.
He's great.
Yeah, I don't see it, Mr. A. Lewis here. Type it again. I'll read it. I'll look at the chat here. Peyton fumbled a lot too. Yeah, Peyton also threw 28 interceptions this rookie season. You know, if you get a streamer from every NFC East team, you're gonna make the Redskins guy cry. Nah, Ed Oliver's awesome, man. I did a stream with him. He's a really good dude. He's good. He's not gonna cry. I just have to let him know that we own him. Pretty much we do. It's crazy.
Mr.
A. This. Okay, Baddog, I'm out. Don't worry about all the. This is a Mr. A. Lewis chat. Okay, Baddog, I'm out, and don't worry about all the people who think Giants are dicks because they all wish they had giant dicks. Stacy, my brother, Mr. A. Lewis Senior, man. Hey, thank you for all love tonight. Thank you for everything you do for my channel. You're the man, brother. Thank you so much, man. Have a great night, and as always, stay safe.
Oh, good night.
Spunky 1991, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. $2 super chat. Brilly. Did we fake the moon landing, Philly500?
Absolutely. That is almost true fact science. I mean, everybody knows that they faked it. The question is, did they go later or not? I tend to think not. I don't think they ever went to the moon.
No, they never went to the moon. By the way, guys, one last time, we did go to the moon, Philly. I was there.
The moon? No. You use that green screen. Come on.
I was there. We didn't have green screens.
Here's why. I'm going to give you the 2 reasons why, for a fact, we didn't go to the moon. One, you go to the moon, it's like, 250,000 miles or something like that, right? So when they were at the moon, it took like 3 seconds to send a signal back to Earth. However, if you send a signal from Atlanta throughout the country, it takes like 10 to 15 seconds. So it was quicker to go from the moon. How could they get stuff up there in those days that was powerful enough to send a signal that fast? Impossible.
You'd be surprised.
Impossible.
You'd be surprised.
They can't do it. They can't do it. You've seen the size of those things. And then the second thing, they say and they claim they lost all the data, all the telemetry, all the stuff, all the calculations. They just lost it. It's gone.
Yeah, well, you know, we didn't want anybody else to find it. George Redden, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, if my kids come and say they can't find something, I saw bullshit. Okay?
I can never find anything. Ask my wife. It's, honey, where's the butter? It's right in front of my face. I can't see
My daughter comes eating the lollipop. I don't know what I did with my sister's lollipop. Well, it's because you're eating it.
George Redden, thank you for the super chat, man. Brilly, my good man, $2 super chat. He says, thanks for the great stream. I'm going to head out. George, thank you for hanging out tonight, man. Really appreciate it.
I just proved we didn't go to the moon. That was it. It's done.
And Angela Deaver, thank you for the super chat, my lady. Brilly. She says, I enjoyed you too. Have a great night. And
you too.
Fly, and you know the rest of it. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And if you guys haven't done so, again, there is Philly500. There's the link to his channel. Please click on it, sub him up, ring the bell. And this was awesome.
You may see Philly500 on draft night have a Baddog moment.
You could.
It could actually happen this year.
It could. You never know. So at 21, he'll be sitting there waiting, and we'll be anticipating. And you know that I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna have to open that up to watch your reaction. Because by then we'll already have known what I did. So we'll have to swing over there real quick.
It might happen.
Yeah. Who has more Hall of Fame quarterbacks, Giants or Eagles? I don't think the Giants have many. Y.A. Tittle? That might be it. You guys had Jurgensen.
They had Jurgensen 1 year. They had, was it from Brooklyn?
Yeah, Norm Van Brocklin. Van Buren, right. Yeah.
Van Buren.
The Eagles have that more Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
So there are at least two. Yeah, there's probably somebody else I'm missing from a long time ago. I believe Randall deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But that's
I do too. I loved Randall Cunningham. But we are going to wrap it up, guys and girls. So, again, Philly, I want to thank you for coming on the channel, man. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. It always is. Yeah. And, we'll have to do it again. Like I said, I'll figure out how the hell to use StreamYard. And Mark Holmes, and we'll get Ed Oliver in here.
I would love to torture Mark Holmes.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Me and Ed will just sit back and watch the show.
Yeah, I'll have his belt. I'll have the belt. I'll be just torturing him. Throwing out carbohydrates.
Yeah, of course. We'll definitely have to do it.
Oh, but thanks for having me on. Seriously though, I had a blast.
It was awesome. Like I said, it always is, man. We got to do it. We got to do it more often. Maybe after the draft, we'll hook up or whatever. But
definitely.
Hey, good luck to you in the draft. I hope. You too. I can't say I hope you get who you want because I don't want Henry Ruggs going over there. I hope that you have a Mad Dog reaction to 21 overall with the 21st pick in the 2020 draft.
Thank you.
Philadelphia Eagles select, I can't even think of anybody, outside tackle Josh Jackson out of USA.
Well, yeah, this wall, I may lose my mind. But I hope, as long as you guys don't pick Isaiah Simmons, I'll be okay.
We'll see. I'm not going to get mad if we don't. If we go left tackle, I'm not going to be mad. Derek Brown.
Take the left tackle.
We take Derek Brown, I'm going to be pissed off. But anyway, again, guys and girls, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really do appreciate it. And for Philly500, guys, it's a bad thing to dizzle. Thank you all. You all stay safe, and we'll catch you next time. We are out. Peace.